You know what he wrote a great book about writing called What I Think About When I Think About Writing.
Yeah, it's based on the Raymond Carver.
Yeah,
I read that.
You did. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot, actually. Okay.
I thought it was running.
Oh yeah, we're live. We're live. It's like you probably can hear everything right now. So just to give you a little heads up, and then I'm gonna take care of myself, and then
Yes.
grab a guitar, and then we'll just jump in.
I asked George and Stephen if they wouldn't mind getting started butchering the meat while I put on a few steaks on the grill. George said sure, but before he did any more work, he was going to need to sit in a dry chair for a little while and drink 2 beers. He and Stephen sat and drank, and I waded into the bed of my pickup, which was heaped nearly flush with meat. It was awful work rummaging in there. But I finally found the short ribs, and I hacked out the tenderloin. A tapered log of flesh that looked like a peeled boa constrictor. Oh my gosh. I held it up to show George. He raised his can in tribute. Now there's a pretty thing, he said. I carried the loin to the porch and cut it into steaks 2 inches thick, which I powdered with kosher salt and coarse pepper. I got the briquettes going while George and Stephen blocked out the meat on a plywood and sawhorse table in the headlights of my truck.
You got chairs comfortable enough for you? Should I get you something a
This is
little
good
nicer?
for me.
Okay.
Yeah, too bad I'm a vegetarian. Otherwise, I would read the rest of that story. That's somehow, somewhere,
You can't be too careful.
sometime during the pandemic, I was like, yeah, I'm done with meat. I don't know.
Wow.
It just happened. I still eat fish.
You're just getting righteouser and righteouser, man.
Not really, but I'm going to use the restroom and be right back.
Okay. I'll get a stand for you. Do you want? Maybe you want to play your guitar. It might be the easiest
Okay, I'll get it.
choice. Okay. Blue and gold. The sun come up. It's blue and gold. The sun come up. It was blue and gold. Ever since I saw your picture in a frame, and I'm gonna love you till the wheels fall off. Oh yeah. I'm down the window. Sun come up was blue and gold. Ever since I saw your picture in a frame. Ever since I saw your picture in a frame. Don't hit yourself there on the head, okay? You're gonna need that noggin for a few more hours. Yeah. All right. Then. door shut behind you there. There's a lot of
hello.
polluting light.
That was an interesting journey to the washroom.
Oh, maybe I should have warned you. That's the reason.
About the Voltaire, you mean?
Yeah, something for everyone here. All right.
Into airplane mode. Do you live in airplane mode?
Oh, you know what? I saw you did that to me when I sent you a text yesterday. I was like, oh, he's silenced all his texts. I guess it's a one-way communication here. But that was probably why, because you went into airplane mode afterward.
Ah, yes. Is that what that? It shows up as you silence your text? Okay.
Yeah.
Because when people do it to me, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. They're not accepting messages.
It does feel very.
I just don't think human
control.
beings you shouldn't be able to get hold of a human being every day, every hour of the day.
I think it's,
Because that would be
some revolutionary talk, man.
I mean,
Really.
Call me crazy, but what I do is if I know I'm going to do something like this with you, or a songwriter go into a studio or something like that, I do all that. I make the calls of service, what things I have to do to check in. I do that all before, so I don't have to I'm not taking care of the important things in my life. So, it took me a while to learn how to do that.
I think that's a powerful life skill, man. I mean, it's so hard to fucking be present, right?
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Pretty cool thing you got going on here, though, I gotta say.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, so like we got this. The audio, you just have to take my word for it. It's killer. And
oh, there's a camera.
There's the camera. Yeah, like it's coming right there. And then like we have this.
We're gonna film this
too. Dude, it is filming.
Can I just
already
try my lines again from Morse code? Just let me try them one more time.
Oh my god. It was really funny yesterday when I was doing the Robbie thing. I was like, oh yeah, you're a host now. And so I was like, and I feel like I have a lot to learn in that department. It was really take 1, take 2, take 6, take 7.
Yeah. You know what I remember about it? First of all, we had to shoot that part twice and we had to come back, but you told me, you gave me some really specific direction, like look exasperated, or just go like, or do something.
Yeah.
And I was like, and you're like, give me a little more. And I was like, I just refused to do the ostentatious, huge, like, oh God, an exasperated record company guy.
Yeah.
And I regret that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've watched the film that just came out. BJ from The Office put out Vengeance.
No.
Oh boy, you're gonna enjoy that.
Oh really?
There's a theme about like the whole like when it says no regrets, and then there's like someone that's like actually there's a lot of regrets in life, and you need to like own them a little bit.
Yeah.
And that that's one of those things where like, I wonder why I couldn't take direction. Just a real basic thing. It's not like it made or broke the life career of either of us, but it's like, I remember you just trying, and then I remember the look on your face when I didn't do it. You were like, okay, he's not gonna he's not gonna do what I
That sounds like me.
You just went quickly to the next thing.
I mean, there's no sense in.
You're like, it wasn't. We'll fix that in post. We're like, I guess we won't have that.
Yeah, I mean, that's funny. Not to take too long of a detour, but the whole experience of filming Morse code was that. I mean, it just is like when you're working with people. I mean, maybe there were a lot of really talented actors on Morse code. That's not what I want to say, but
you had to warm up to get to the.
Yeah, that was helpful.
Yeah.
But also I wasn't directing, so I wasn't. But what I want to say is that there was just putting a movie together is all about like compromises, because maybe the performance in this one take is just fucking it. Yeah. But they had their hand up, and you're trying to cut to this other person. There's so much continuity stuff that's really.
You learned it though. You learned it probably quite a bit. I did just by doing that little bit. And I'm always honored to be chosen to portray a dark character. It's like I had it in me somewhere.
Yeah, the dark guys are the funnest guys.
Absolutely. I mean, and you know what? Did I do a stellar job of it? And don't quit your day job kind of vibe. Like man, I was okay when I watch real actors at work, and I love studying actors, of course. But it's like when we're writing songs, we're not supposed to think. We're just supposed to just work on tunes. I don't even know how much co-writing you do. I don't do a whole lot, but I'm never thinking about it like oh, have I done this before? Or is this going to be like could this be the one? I'm trying not to think. I'm trying to just like keep the editor out of the room.
Sure.
And when you're an actor, you have to have acting is a new ball game, right? Where you're just like, you know, you really need to be conscious of so many things, the way the camera's hit, all that stuff is so much bigger part about it when you're isolating on your own and writing a song, you know.
Yeah.
So for you to have to do it in front of cameras and stuff like this, I think is brave. I'm not intimidated by it, but it's like, it's very brave.
Yeah, I mean,
Way to
the
go.
thing about the acting thing, though, too, unless you're improv, is that you will have to be aware of a lot of things, and you also have to be like in that thing, like not an editor and not aware of anything, but you're not having to invent on the spot. You've done the work.
Yeah.
I remember telling you, it's like, dude, you can't act until you've got those lines cold.
Yes,
You
thank
know,
you.
and
I know.
that-
I
that-
remember reading them. I was like, "Whoa, I gotta do my homework."
Yeah, and it's like that's where acting begins. Is
I
where
appreciate you being
you're
patient.
beyond, like you're not trying to remember the lines anymore.
No.
And so once you're past that, then you can actually be present in that moment, and it's still though, it's a lot.
There's so many other things. Yeah, thanks for being patient with me and doing it, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I was like welcoming it. You know, I welcomed
It was a blast.
the learning. Yeah, the
had a
learning is
great
fun. The learning is fun, and so what kind of hit are we gonna write
Learning
today?
is fun. Just to catch you up, we're talking about in an earlier iteration of Morse code. There was a web series, and one of the episodes featured Tim Easton. By the way, everybody, this is Tim Easton.
Let me just see if I can just put my.
Much lauded
it's-
songwriter.
No, no, that's. I'm not gonna
Hard
get into the
traveling
Morse code
troubadour.
character. The Morse code character had his hair slicked back, and he wore glasses,
Yeah, you don't have the shirt.
and he had his phone.
But
he
it's,
had his
you
phone
look
in a
so
wallet.
different with your
He
hair
had a
back.
phone and a wallet, and I was like gonna take the phone out of the wallet. No, you should keep it. It was like the douchey wallet phone or whatever was perfect.
Yeah, I used to
for
have
him.
one of
And
those.
he,
That sounds like me.
yeah, that's old times.
Old times.
Old times.
It's a decade ago fashion.
What do you bring? I've heard this. Steve Poltz had a bit on. He just did at the 38 songwriter thing. He's like, you show up for a Nashville co-write, and you throw out an idea, and the person's like,
Yeah.
instead of saying I'm not really into that, you're supposed to say, what else you got? So then he takes it to like he's in bed with his wife, and like I show up, like wearing some cool, like sexy outfit. I show up to bed, and she's like, what else you got? So I go out and I get a ski mask. I come back in, like really, like he does this on stage.
Yeah.
Like, and I saw by the way his wife was laughing that he'd never done that before, and it was improv completely.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most improv guy.
It's impressive, and not all of us are him.
No.
And you have to remember that.
None of us are him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, none of us are him,
Yeah.
and I have to remember that when I look at Steve Poltz or Keith Richards. It's like I can't
Those two.
I can't do those drugs or all that. I can't do that partying, and Poltz is like I think he's addicted to lifting people up in love and joy, and I try to absorb that from him.
He really is one of the most positive people
Yeah.
on stage and off, really. But I don't feel like the show ever ends.
No, well, he
in the best sense, like
he's taken some people's energy in a room, but at one time he just leaned over to me during we were watching Chuck Prophet play, and he said let's tune these guitars up. He said, hey man, I just want to tell you that whenever I'm around you, I have the most beautiful time. I just love you so much. In the middle of the show, I was going to start crying.
Yeah.
I was just like, and he's just. I'm not saying that he says that to everybody, but I know he does.
he says it to a lot of people.
He
though.
lifts
Yeah.
people up.
Yeah.
And it's like that skill is like blows any songwriting. I know a lot of great songwriters, but that skill of like going into a room and lifting people up. And he was like, he didn't have COVID, but he was sick. He wasn't doing well. I was like, oh, this is going to be tough. Played the best show I've ever seen play.
Yeah.
Of course, it involved he did moon the audience at one point, and he got in the mask joke. But
It is Poltz.
yeah. Anyways, we can't write a song about Steve Poltz, or maybe we can.
Yeah, there's no rules.
How do
I
you
feel like
do-
we're feeling our way into this right now?
How does he do it? Have you ever thought about that?
How does he do him? Like, how does he do his shows?
Yeah. How does he do it? Like, is he just born with those skills?
Yeah, I don't even. I haven't reflected enough on Steve Poltz's method of entertainment. But he's also gone through some shit in his life.
Yeah.
And
I knew him when he was
beloved
partying.
parents passed. And,
Mm-hmm.
his mom's still here, I think, right?
Yeah.
His dad just passed recently.
And so did mine. Yeah, I've had.
I knew that. Yeah, that's right.
I've worked on those. Oh, thank you. He was 96. Both our dads were pretty old, and but I was driving here today, and of course you don't want to show up like completely empty-brained when you're trying to write a song with somebody. It's kind of almost rude.
It's almost rude,
right?
I mean, that said.
That said, we're both very busy. We do a lot of stuff, right? I had a co-write cancel on me yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I'll save that for Korby's thing. But I've like got 10 or 12 ideas going.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
At any time.
Yeah.
But on my drive here today, I was like, why are Tom Petty songs so great and so simple, and they're deceptively simple? And I was like, just pick that Tom Petty beat, that boom, boom, ka, boom, or Neil Young beat,
Sure.
or whatever you want to call it. Why is it? I think it has something to do with the beat, the backbeat. I don't know if he's just like out of the blue writes these tunes without a beat going. But I was just like, I just thought to myself, I want to write a song that's as simple as beautiful and as one of his tunes. And I know it doesn't just happen over, immediately like that, but we've lived a life. So in my mind, I was doing this chord progression on the way here. Okay. And it's a pretty basic one. Just a G, E minor, a C, A minor, and then the second patch goes, and then it stops right there. So that'd be phrase like. A chorus would come after that, after like two of those or whatever. And that it's great to actually put my hands on the guitar and do it, because it was really up here.
Just hanging out there. Yeah.
In the car. I will hear something in my head and I'll imagine the chords. Now that I'm sure that chord progression has been used somewhere, of course. But yeah, so
Maybe
it's
just
just
a chance.
yeah.
Play it again. I think I got it. But...
some kind of pre-chorus or whatever after that. But lyrically, I texted you this morning on the way here and I said, oh, it's going to be hard to keep the wind and rain out of this.
I heard.
But I was kind of joking in a way. I was doing the voices from the Banshees of Inisherin or whatever, because I just watched it. I watched that and In Bruges back to back.
You did?
Last night, yeah, because it's the same two actors.
No, I know, yeah.
And I had never seen In Bruges. For some reason, I blew that movie off.
It's a bit of a tone poem.
Oof, man, both movies
Lovely.
are super dark, but the second one is way more Beckett or something, just dark Irish thing.
Very small, right? I mean, limited number of characters.
Yes.
Location small.
Yeah.
Small town.
Yeah, the wise person, the idiot.
Yeah.
The in between, the musician. So have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, great. So yeah, it's I was a street musician on those islands, on the Aran Islands back in the day. But I don't know. I don't have any really voices.
Let's work with this, because this is easy to like.
It's
I
a
love
mood.
easy
Yeah,
to
it's a
like.
mood.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a word in this book really quick. Backseat was the first one I found there. So backseat. It's like sometimes I'll pick a word. I don't know if you ever do that.
No,
But like I'll just find a word. Using two words would be cheating, but a single word from a book is.
It's like analog AI.
Basically, I think it's a Tweety move. I think that's it from his. Yeah.
Backseat, taking a long way home.
Okay. Maybe not that part, but the backseat I like.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Staring out the window.
always a nice
You're always look. That's where this room we're in right now is all the windows have been blocked out, so you don't know what time of day it is. And I think that's
It's helpful.
a choice for the light things, and it's like I like sit at my back table all through the pandemic, and just like that light coming through the front or the back, like I was like, oh my God, I've written so many songs, like looking out my window.
Yeah. That's where they are.
Yeah, I guess so. It's very clear, it's going back to the things, but when
You were talking about something earlier that I liked. You're like, I furnished the word curmudgeon, but you're like,
Yeah.
I was like asking myself, and I'm going through a version of that where I'm just like, I noticed that a lot of the anxiety I had around like making it or something, or these things that I really wanted in my career, that's some of that shit's past. Some of that shit is safe.
That's about getting older. It's nice. Thank you getting older.
Yeah.
Your body hurts more, but your brain is less like panicked about, I don't know, South by Southwest or America.
Yeah, there's a lot of more
like
acceptance.
Yeah.
Like my motivation is a lot different now, and maybe that's some of it's pandemic-y too, but I'm just like, I feel like I have a lot less places to go and more about creating this like lifestyle that I want to have. And it's like the more I can live there, the more I can spend as many hours of the day as possible kind of doing what I want to do, which is like writing the songs with you, or maybe working on a film, and like the bills get paid enough,
Yeah.
There's no ostentatious
not rolling in it. Not rolling in it, but not anxious. You said anxiety, it's like that's the big crippler, and for any art making gig is anxiety.
Yeah.
It's like I can't.
Totally.
And it does dissipate with age, and so there's some gratitude in that. Yeah, I got some gray whiskers, and I'm not going out to Honky Tonk Tuesday with the gumption that in my
Who am I gonna need?
Yeah,
Somebody to help me.
in my 20s, 30s, or 40s at this point. I'm not going out hitting the town like I used to. I want to, but it's like I'd actually maybe rather watch the Banshees of Inisherin
Yeah.
and read some.
Yeah, there's a lot of freedom that comes with that acceptance.
Yeah.
Just like,
Of course, I am a single man living alone in a house. I got up this morning and played drums before the sun even came up. And I was like, yes, I feel lucky about that. So the backseat's not. That was just the first word I saw, but there's. In youth, you're looking out the window and your mind is just kind of wandering. I don't know how you look out the window when you get older. You probably see more. What do you see? Well, you don't see much when you're young. You don't see enough. You don't see it all. You don't see everything when you're young. You see more.
there's also like another direction to go. Just throwing this out there. I know we drive ourselves a lot when we're on the road and stuff, and you're always in the front seat. And I remember going on tour with a couple of my friends, Alex Wong and Megan Slankard. I don't know if you know.
I do.
And we took turns driving, but that meant somebody got to sit in the back seat. And every single time it was my turn to sit in the back seat, I was just so happy.
I know, because we don't get
free.
to.
I felt like a little kid.
Yeah,
Mom and Dad are up there
immediately-
taking care of all of this stuff.
Immediately when I picked the word, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know much about sitting in the back seat. I
Yeah.
just don't. And
Yeah, exactly.
So I think of youth. I think of my dad. I drive around in youth with my dad, and he's got like an 8-track player, and it's like Fleetwood Mac or Billy Joel or something.
Yeah.
It's like 8-track, and I'm looking out the window going, "This is a cool song," and that's what I do, because I have to drive. I don't get to sit in the back seat.
I like this idea of like, okay, so the back seat's like, there's something about childhood.
Back seat
So
is
it's-
youth.
there's youth there.
Yeah. It's where you're making out too.
It's
where you're getting down.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
I
going.
wonder
to the
if
back seat.
I don't know, could we make this like the scene or the setting in this song be the back seat, and it's like when you're a little kid in the back seat, and then when you're a little older in the back seat, And now when we're at our age, we kind of like are like looking for the time when we can, you know.
Please let me go back to you.
I'd
Yeah,
love to go
there's
backseat.
definitely a metaphor of wishing to be back in the back seat. Yeah, and it also is tied in. So I mean, yeah, automobiles in America. I'm trying to find a line that's fresh on it, like that's new on it, but that notion is incredible. Like it's like kind of out of thin air with just that one word prompt.
Yeah. Now we're chasing it. You know, there's something here.
Yeah, no, I like that, and I also like just let's just go over to the strange death of Europe over here. Write this down. Traveled. The word traveled is like, oh, that's thank you. Thank you very much. Fascism? What? No, we can't use that. Agreement.
Backseat.
Nice healthy pop.
Backseat.
Okay.
In a long-wheel drive.
How about this one?
Looking out the window. Nothing else to do.
And you know, that's like pretty easy conversation. It's not anything. I'm just trying to think about like what the kid's doing.
Backseat staring out the window.
Yeah, he's looking out the window.
Watching what is he watching pass by? What is he?
Counting telephone poles. It's a little cliche, but stay close to the cliche.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you ever like sit in the back seat and watch follow the power line? You just because you're looking at the
Absolutely.
straight line and it would go.
Yeah. No, that's
It's hitting the poles.
and of course we are now instantly into one of the greatest songs ever written of all time, the Wichita Lineman.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it's like it's true. It's like a huge expanse. Like that's a major thing for some of our heroes. You know, like looking at a big wide open field is it. But what about you? Grew up in out in the not the sticks necessarily.
Pretty
but
rural though.
Rural.
Farmy.
So what are you what market? What are you staring at when you're driving down the road and your parents are driving? What do you see? So you see the power lines.
There's the power line game, because that
Power line game. That's great.
Mm,
Backseat, staring out the window, looking at the power
playing
line
the
game.
power line game.
Or what else besides playing the power line game? Running
Following the
through
power
the power line game. Power line game is nice.
You like that? Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if it's
a
descriptive
thing.
enough. If it like
Doesn't have
people
to
know what it
does
means? Okay.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
The power line game means a lot more than just what it means to you. I'm sorry, that's like you stumbled on something. I personally think it's like the power line game. Is that a new thing on FX? What's going on? Like, that's like, that sounds like Shark Tank.
I've seen that show.
It's like Shark Tank stuff. Like
Yeah.
power line game. It's, I mean, I'm joking, but I'm also true.
Looking out the window.
Crazy town, right?
Backseat, looking out the window. Slow it down the vocals. It's something to it. Get right to it there. Like cut out a lot of the words. Like,
Okay.
Backseat. Looking out the window. Playing the power line game.
or what's playing? Like, and I know the PP is nice, but I'm like also it's like too many pops for me. Like, what else besides playing something could you do? You could dream it. You could. I'm in the power. You're kind of in it. And this is just. I mean, we could write. This could all be scrapped, of course. But
Yeah,
it's like-
totally.
it's like, what else would you do besides play the power line game? You're in it, but what is it?
Okay, you're probably not gonna like this, but whatever. We're just fishing here. It's a little. I'm just
You
thinking
can't
of
say
the
that
picture.
when you're writing a song. We have to be vulnerable with each other. You're not allowed to say you're probably not gonna like it.
I might preface that 100 times. It makes it safe. for me.
My favorite thing you've said already a couple times today has been like, this story's going somewhere. I love that. That's like,
Rest assured.
you're such a writer, You're just like,
Well, yeah, you know, I realize sometimes it takes like 7 paragraphs for me to do.
I swear to
7
God,
views.
this song, Bonnie Raitt's gonna take it to the top of the charts.
Backseat. Okay. Looking out the window, watching the power lines jump from pole to pole.
Yeah,
Something like that. It was like something about the power lines. Leap, yeah, jump from pole to pole. There's something about that image that's sort of nice. You can see the.
Watching the power lines go.
What's in the power line?
Watching power lines go from. Where? Yeah, I almost want to get specific about a location and a place there, but let's go. And then something about whoever's trying to like, not my old man, but it's not a Joni Mitchell news. It could bring a fun.
My old man's not bad. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I've called him that from time. What is he thinking? He's not playing the power line game anymore. He's already.
Man, I mean, this is like the parents' job in this situation. It's just like they're just taking care of, everything. Like, as a little kid, I never cared what my dad was worried about.
No, no. You got to remember that I have a 12-year-old daughter, and sometimes I go to I'm like, she doesn't give a damn about what. Yeah, just try to really think about what you were caring about then. It's like, and she's moved now from the back seat to the front seat.
Yeah.
So that is changed, and every now and then I'm like, you can jump in the back if you want, because I kind of like it back there, too. It's safer, and you're just kind of like, the look we had in the rearview mirror. Okay, so there's a rearview mirror thing going on, which is enough of a metaphor for a million songs.
Yes.
Looking in the rearview mirror, you're looking back, but you also What's the game again? Power line. We have one again.
I think we're ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so backseat.
Yeah, let's not overthink it.
Yeah,
A lot of times.
I'm gonna go really simple.
Yeah, yeah.
Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. My old man, hands on the wheel, but he's still 1,000 miles away. To start with, it's a decent verse. You can phrase it another way. We could put any other words in there, but I think you got like a nice. You basically have first verse, backseat. You got a kid, you got a parent.
I wish that we could do a little rhyme with the back seat.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what
we
I
could.
mean?
Yeah,
We don't want to do front seat, do we? Is that too?
I don't care.
I
I love
the
it.
front seat. My old hands up on the wheel. My old man, he's driving. My old man. And my old man, 1,000 miles away. But still at the front seat with his hands upon the wheel. Sing, my old.
Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, so the next was backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. Front seat, hands on the wheel, my old man is 1,000 miles away. Like,
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
and then what's another rhyme for back seat that isn't front seat?
Yeah.
Toot sweet.
Okay, well, here's another direction when you were singing this, and this
Yeah.
is just like kind of going back to what we were doing more. But I was just thinking about like a couple little extra words to
Yeah.
sort of paint the picture and let us know that we're like a kid. The narrator's like a kid, or like something like backseat staring at the window, playing the power line game. I see my old man
Nice.
with his hands upon the wheel, driving his car 1,000 miles away. Something like that.
That's great. The early lines like I see my old
Yeah,
man. So,
okay.
I see my old man
With his hands upon the wheel.
Nice.
I like this idea of like shifting it up right there, and
No, I see my old man. His hands upon the wheel, but he's 1,000 miles. He's still 1,000 miles away.
He's 1,000 miles away. I know that's a little bit.
That's fine.
Cramped.
No, it's fine. Actually, you just have to make it happen. It's like,
I see my
yeah.
old man with his hands upon the wheel, and in this car, driving the car, driving with his hands upon the wheel.
His mind is super occupied.
Yeah, his
But he's
mind.
1,000 Yeah, how do we say? To me, that says it. Saying that my old man's 1,000. My old man's hands upon the wheel. He's right there, but he's 1,000 miles away. So we're setting up all kinds of drama between a child and a parent. I mean, right there, which everybody's been through.
Yeah.
We can figure out where they're going later.
See the old man with his hands upon the wheel, driving his car. Yeah, hands upon the wheel, and he's 1,000 miles, 1,000 miles away. Yeah, there's the phrasing. I don't like the phrasing yet, but I like this.
Right. Story, yeah.
Sentiment is nice.
I think we should take that, make it. So, where's a little paper for Timbo to write on?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna grab this.
Any piece of
I
paper.
like this journaling area. It's a nice
We
little
got pens, ink pens, marker pens. Okay.
ink pens. What's this over here?
That one. Don't use that one.
these I love
That's the
these
administrative action.
Hobbit-sized legal pads you have.
Oh man, I live on them.
You do? Really? I go
Yeah, I
for
love 'em.
I'm fully legal.
Well, I can. They're more easily.
No, you can put them in your
portable.
pocket.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
which I like.
Wait, what's this piece of paper here?
Yeah, you can totally use that. I'm
Oh.
just gonna give you a pad.
All right.
Pad and paper. Oh, here's if you want your very own.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go. It's also, it's like its own table too.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna.
entertain people for a second. I'm just grabbing my
Yeah.
glasses. I can't see anything.
Eyes out the window. I'm sure you guys got a couple ideas for us here. Ah, the neighbor. The neighbor is doing something. Back seat, eyes out the window. Playing power line game. Running the power line game?
What's that?
No, I'm still struggling with that. I see my old man.
Let's see.
Hands tight on the wheel, hands on the window, hands on the wheel, hands on the. I see my old man. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, I like that. The phrasing of that's nice.
Yes.
Old man with his hands upon the wheel, driving this car.
You could add some more stuff there, but why is he 1,000 miles away? Let's make up some reasons. He's distracted with something. Backseat, eyes out the window.
You know what about like saying something like he's in arm's reach, he's within arm's distance, but he's 1,000 miles away. Not that, but like something.
Yeah.
Because I do like if we can set up that the dichotomy between have his physical proximity
Yeah.
and his metaphorical distance. It's the construction going on next door.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
No, that's all right. They get written into songs around here. The construction guys. Hey, my old man with his hands upon the wheel. I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel. I mean, I think that can be up to the imagination for now.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, why is he 1,000 miles away? You don't really need to know. I think it says it.
I think it's okay if we don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, and the fact that even what you're saying, well, it's like you're close. You can leave it unsaid because it's clear you're in the same car. He's close to you, but he's 1,000 miles away. So just saying he's 1,000 miles away, you're already in the same car. Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. So, old man, with his hands upon the wheel, 1,000 miles away. A really quick something. He's 1,000 miles away, or still 1,000 miles away. Like just that's gonna say it because. What's a way to say that? Like so, I see my old man. I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel.
Driving this car, he's 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, but we know we know he's driving his car. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We don't need to say that.
I see my old man. What do you want to say? You do want to say something there though, and it's like, what is it? Besides driving his car, because we know he's driving. I think he's driving his car. So I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel. What is going on in his changing stations 1,000 miles away? Like something he could be doing an action. We know he's there. No, he's not changing station, but you know what I mean. Like his hands upon the wheel.
Just another grown-up 1,000 miles away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't like it. I was just trying to hit.
His hands upon the wheel, still 1,000 miles away.
Oh, my buddy Scott says he's thinking grown-up thoughts.
He's thinking grown-up
Yeah.
thoughts for sure. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Like he's like, when you're a kid, you're not thinking about anything. There's a million things you could be concerned with that you're just not.
Yeah. His
Mortgage
problems.
stuff that like just adult stuff that.
And I feel like maybe let's just put a pin in it. You know,
Yeah.
Driving this car or whatever, 1,000 miles away. That we know
He's
that's
still.
gonna be
He's.
good.
I'm just gonna write. He's still 1,000 miles away. Was that a construction worker just peeling rubber out?
Yeah. Or it's like
Jesus. Jesus.
I thought that I put. Maybe he's still doing it.
Yeah. It's my least favorite thing in the world. Is guys
Spoken
in
like a
cars
true parent.
acting like it. I can't stand it. I know. I feel like I'm in Garp.
Yeah.
I'm in the movie Garp. I'm Robin Williams. I'm running down the street. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I did confront some guys down in 5 Points that were just like they thought they were in that movie, Fast and Furious 12 or whatever the hell,
Yeah.
and they were just acting like d-bags driving around. I was just like, I walked out of the restaurant. I walked right out into the street. And I was like, everybody was like, "What are you doing, man? They're gonna kill you." And I was like, I was so mad.
Yeah, dude. I feel like you're a really chill guy, like personality-wise. You're kind of laid back, but you're never too far from a surprising confrontation.
Angry guy, yeah, just Michael Douglas.
A
in that
tweet.
movie, like, yeah.
This fucking show is so
Yeah.
expensive.
God. Backseat, eyes out the window, laying the power line gate. I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel, still 1,000 miles away. A very responsible
for now.
first verse.
Fine,
Yeah,
yeah, fine,
I mean,
fine.
a start story. So let's go. Let's add another verse.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Well, I just want to say, like, I mean, maybe we want to fish it around for what our big picture, what we're angling toward. In my feeling, whatever, it can be anything, is that like maybe this isn't about like the tension between a father and son. It's more about, and I think that we've talked about this. It's more about like this kid and the freedom of it. I wonder if this song is like the freedom of being a kid, you know? Because we're saying like he's 1,000 miles away with his boring ass grown up problems.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care about that. Like he's
Yeah.
taking care of. I'm, making sure I'm fed. And I'm sitting here, I'm living my thoughts, man. I'm like thinking about Super Mario Brothers. I'm thinking about,
Yeah.
this is also to our childhoods because we didn't have screens. I think that
Yeah.
kids these days, they're not looking out the window so much.
No. It's like, it makes no difference to me. It basically is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Like, I pay.
With his hands upon the wheel, driving up that line game. With his hands upon the wheel, 100,000 miles away. Sorry. Free.
Yeah. This thing could go right into it. Like, so that's what.
Yeah, that's how I think.
Let me try that. Eyes out the window, laying the power line gate. See my old man with his hands upon the wheel. He's still 1,000 miles away. I'm gonna go to the line. Oh, 1,000 miles away. So like just a hook right there.
Okay.
Real simple. Get right to it.
Yeah.
The actual. Let's just get right to the thing that someone wants to sing with us.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Oh, 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 1,000 miles away.
And that's
That's lovely, man.
Yeah, that's just get right to it.
Let's
Boom.
let's Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young it.
Yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, like what, when I was driving here today, I was like, why are these these songs, why, and then people around us, do you have those guidance, like, hey, why don't you just write yourself a real simple pop song, man, or why are you being so complicated about it? Like, my dad, like, the song that makes me the most mailbox money, this is a real thing in my life, before he died, he was like, you should write more of those. It's a classic dad thing. And then I would like play him some song that had 4, 7, 8 chords in it. He'd be like, this has been a road bit for me lately. Like literally on his deathbed, more or less, he was like, I don't know what's good or bad anymore. I was like, Dad, don't bullshit me, okay? You know what's good or bad anymore. I'll play you a blues. Let me just play a simple blues song and we'll get on with it. He's like, thank you.
Yeah.
He's like, didn't want to hear all these fancy,
No.
passing chords.
No minor 3, please.
No, well, I mean, minor, yeah. Why is there 3 minor chords in a row? So let's get right to it there. Okay, 1,000 Miles Away just sounded good.
It's lovely.
Maybe the next verse, you go, and there's another expression.
Something, and maybe it connects to the line, just like 1,000 Miles Away did.
I don't know, it just hit me right now. It's like, okay, before we go into writing a pre-chorus and leading into some big chorus, let's just go right to it. And that way, you and I are less stressed out about trying to like, accomplish some crazy long chord thing, And so, backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. See my old man with his hands upon the wheel. He's still 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Yeah. Little instrumental break. Okay, let's go to another verse. I know not the but I've got
Okay, 2 questions. Do you want to get into a chorus or sooner than later, or do you want to wait? There's question 1. And question 2 is this a story song that's going to move to a different image and chapter in this guy's life, or is this going to hang out? This is going to be a little vignette with a kid.
No, we're gonna cats and cradle this thing. He's gonna be the old man.
Okay.
I
We're gonna cats and cradle it. It's a songwriting verb.
It's like, it's funny. It never occurred to me that, but I was like, okay, I'm that guy now. I'm a dad.
Yeah.
So it's like, we don't have to do that. I'm just kidding. But
I think that's great.
I think that's a chorus.
Interesting.
1,000 miles away for now.
Okay.
And then the next one has the next one on there, and then maybe 1,000 miles away.
So is this?
Then maybe there's a. Maybe there's another part, but for right now, let's get a couple of verses with 1,000 miles away harmony part.
Yeah.
And let's write one other part for it. And I think we should go towards what you were saying. Like, you know what? I'm a kid. Leave your big world stuff. Keep it out of my way. Okay.
Yeah.
Your guns and all your bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm living my life. Don't talk about university. Okay. What school I'm gonna go to.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing in my life. Like, just, hey, I'm a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play with my buddies. And then, later on, maybe it resolves with like, I understand you. I know you were just trying to do the best you could do. I'm just spitballing now, but I don't want to fool cats and cradle, but it's true. It's like, like, you know, later on I'm gonna have the keys. I'm gonna be driving the car,
Mhm.
and you won't be around to tell me to do a damn thing, you know. So I like that notion. Basically, we got a good theme for a tune.
Okay, can we?
Yes.
I love all of this. Can we hold on to that backseat word as the first word of each verse?
Yeah.
As the through line in this song? Because we don't, I think if we have our course change and all of it, I kind of want to have something that's like an anchor.
Or 1,000 Miles Away could be the title of the song.
Okay,
You
okay.
could say that every time. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. Who knows? What else could be 1,000 miles away?
Okay.
Later on when you're like.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Then I think that then we're not like, we're not, this, for some reason in my mind I was like, we're angling for trying to get back into the back seat.
Yeah.
Like it's a guy that like started in the back seat and now he wants, but so that to me was like the central image.
Right.
But if, and that's fine, but if it's not, that's fine.
No, man. Let's go to the front seat. Let's write a verse in the front seat. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
No, I mean really. Let's
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
with your
yeah.
idea, but I want to actually just. I want to like. Yes. Boom. I want to write a front seat verse just for the hell of it. Let's
Do it.
let's bang one out.
Let's do it, front seat.
Yeah. What happens when I'm in the front seat all of a sudden? I move to the front seat. I'm a little more in charge. I'm a little bit more bossy. I'm in the front seat with you now. Change front seat, changing the station. I'm just gonna put that
Nice,
in
I
there
love it.
because you're now in charge of the tunes.
And I like the way it feels too, it sings right. The front seat,
And you're changing everything. Yeah.
changing the station.
Now, what game are you playing, or what do you?
Oh man, yeah.
You're taking over the. You're not playing anymore, actually.
Yeah. So what? Are we a teenager? Or are we an adult? Are we running late? Changing the station. Boom.
Where
Running late for the. You know, like that's an adult thing. A kid doesn't care about running late. Kid doesn't know anything about that. I'm just thinking about.
you say you're late. You say we're late. I do not care. You say we're late. I pay no mind.
Sure.
You say.
Changing the station. You say I'm late. I don't really care.
You say we're late. I pay no mind. You say we're late. I'm just gonna write this down. Just
Okay.
Because it's like. Let's see. Changing the station. You say we're late, I pay no mind. I like what you did though, that phrase. I see my old man, which gives it that blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna scratch that. I see my, you say we're, I like that.
Yeah, okay,
melody,
yeah.
So I'm just gonna try to.
What was that? What did you just scratch out though?
You say we're late. I pay no mind. I like those lines.
You say we're.
I pay no mind. It can end it, but.
You could say.
Changing the station. We're late. I pay no mind. It works a little bit.
Changing the station. Yeah, the thing too is that station is an extra syllable
Yeah.
than it was in the first verse, so we kind of like kill those pickups.
Okay.
It makes it kind of squeaky.
Changing the station. Oh, I see. You're right. Okay.
You know, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. Changing the station. Yeah. Front seat. Changing the station. You say we're late. I pay no mind. That's where you can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where it's a pickup is. I'm sorry. See, I see my.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Front seat. Changing the station. You say we're late. I pay no mind.
Can we rhyme sweet anticipation? Can we rhyme station with sweet anticipation?
Yeah, let's do
Just
it.
as an
Front
experiment.
seat, changing the station. We
We
might be late.
Sweet.
We might be late. I pay no mind. I'm just gonna write that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just gonna write that.
Yeah.
If you want to be a writer, then write. We might be late. I pay no mind. I love the idea that when you're writing a tune, the leaving the editor out, especially in this stuff, because it's like, just write something, get vulnerable to yourself, to others, to whatever's happening. It can be changed later, because you can sit with it. You sing a song a day later, you're like, wait a minute, it doesn't. So it just,
And I also have more experience with thinking of the obvious thing and being like, no, that's too much. Like, hands on the wheel, no. And then spending an hour trying to think of 100 ways to say hands upon the wheel. And then you come back to, you're like, oh my God, just say what it is.
Yeah.
Like, hands upon the wheel.
hands on the wheel. Okay, there's maybe a few songs that say hands on the wheel, but those words just glide really nicely.
Yeah,
You
you
sing
there's
really
a
well.
reason for
Yeah.
it. Make it easy
Yeah.
on us, man.
And like, how often are we doing this? It's usually like kind of like this. It's not really. It's hand on the wheel.
Hand on the wheel.
Hand on the wheel.
And knee on the wheel. Most
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
time.
You know, it's just like let's face it. The only time you're doing hands on the wheel is when someone's testing you,
Yeah.
or it's shitty
Or you
outside.
got you got a
some,
nervous wife. Yeah.
yeah, you got, or you use the water.
Driving on the snow.
The
I feel like some of my biggest fights with my wife have been around my driving in like some situation where she thinks I need to be more careful than which is almost every situation.
yeah. This
Generally, she thinks I need to be more careful.
you're lucky that that's the majority of your.
It's a big one. We've had a couple of real humdingers around that because I don't like to, I'm in control. Have I ever endangered you or anybody else? I've never
for
even
you.
been in a wreck. It's like whatever I'm doing is working for me.
Good for you.
Track record. But you can't say that to your wife. She responds so nicely to it. Okay, well, I had this idea. Okay, so I say it right. Change in the station. Running late. Ain't no
Running late, just boom. Running late, I pay no mind, but I don't mind, whatever you
Something
want.
like that, yeah.
Running late, I pay no mind.
I got my head full of sweet anticipation. Something you going to see a girl, man.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
Like, whatever. I don't know what that line is before. Maybe not head full, but something. But there's something about sweet anticipation. I just am like, I'm going to the mat for this one.
Sweet anticipation, she's waiting, she's head full, sweet anticipation, she's waiting
For me at the end of the stride.
Then we could have
I
a
don't know if
chord.
you like that, but
Wait, I had it there for a second. So let's see, changing the station. Running late, I pay no mind. My head, I've got my. What'd you say?
I said, yeah. I got a head
I've
full.
got
or
a-
something like that.
Head full
For me.
of sweet anticipation. Finally, this kid's gonna get some action.
Totally.
She's.
I mean, that is a good drive. If you remember that. Those tender teenage years.
It's
when you
rhyming
got
with
good-
mind.
Yeah, that's why I kind of went for.
Full of sweet anticipation. She's at. She's. Okay, it doesn't have to be at pay no mind either, but she's okay. Let's go. Let's forget about the rhyme. She's waiting. Well, then you'd be worried if you were running late, actually.
Well, we might have to, retroactive.
Yeah, okay. Front seat, changing the station. Doesn't have, yeah, it don't have to be late. Front seat, changing the station. Now I'm preoccupied, you know what I mean?
Uh huh. What was that?
Front seat, changing the station. Some other alarm besides running late, I pay no mind. Because I want,
Okay.
yeah, well, sweet anticipation. Because she's standing there, she's there, she's at this place, yeah, I like that, yeah, that's great. Change the station. Are we laughing? Are me? This character and their dad? Are they laughing, or are they in like opposing forces? Because I'm going to change the station.
Wait, is the dad in the car?
Oh,
I just assumed that he was by himself for
Nice.
some reason because he was in the front seat.
yeah. It's funny for some reason.
Because why would the dad be in the car? He's driving to see his girlfriend.
I don't know. It's like taking him to a date or something. Yeah, you're right. I was like, oh yeah, my dad's still driving me to the roller rink right now. Yeah. Okay. Front seat, changing the station. Okay, boom. He's on his own in his car. Front seat, changing the station. Oh yeah, that just for some reason the dad. Yeah, I get like, dad's not in the car anymore. My old is like you got your dad's car. Then.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to think of how maybe we could say that.
Front seat, changes the station. This old ride.
Remember this old radio from when I was a kid.
Front seat, changing the station. These old wheels still have, these old wheels still have some kick. These old wheels, these old tires, this old engine still got some life in it.
Can we shoot for live rhyme so that we can maybe? I mean, I don't. You know.
What do you got?
There's something I just like that. I got a head full of sweet anticipation, 'cause she's waiting for me at the end of this drive. There's something about it that's real easy to sing. What's that?
End of the what?
Drive.
Okay.
At the end of the drive. Maybe that's not clear. Maybe that's a weird
I got a
way to
head
say
full of
something.
anticipation for who's waiting for me. She's waiting for me.
Sweet little gals.
Yeah, front seat, changing the station.
Maybe that's like a song for the mood he's in. Changing the station. Okay, maybe you don't like this, but what about this? Changing the station, yeah. Power window on the passenger side. Okay.
No, it looks like more power, and then passenger side does all of a sudden.
I don't know. It was just the rhyming. Yeah, it's not good. It's not right. But
there's a Wilco song called Passenger Side. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
Interesting. All these.
it's a nice word, maybe the passenger word. Is
Oh
a
yeah,
nice word.
all these car imagery and stuff. It's like I don't know squat about cars, but I'm in them all the time, and
Yeah.
around them all the time, and they're part of our lives. So.
Yeah, you know as much as
And the
our
autonomy.
audience.
The autonomy of having a car. So, front seat, changing the station. There's a lot on my mind. There's a lot. She's on my mind. Or can we mention this character already?
Yeah, on my mind.
Someone
Yeah.
someone is on my mind.
That's fine because
And
then
then
we got this
the-
head full of sweet anticipation.
She's waiting. Yeah, at the end of the line. So, front seat, changing the station. I've got. There's a spark on my mind. Like there's a spark is like also it's a spark.
plug. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like there's a sexual connotation to that. It's court and spark.
Got it.
Court and spark is like sparking. Like, oh, you guys are sparking.
Yeah, that's
It's
such
an
an old way of saying.
I know
that.
it is
Yeah.
old. It's old like canyon way. Of
Yeah.
like, get to sparking now.
Wait, that's a euphemism for sex?
Yes, for fucking
Sparking.
Yes. spark.
Oh, I could kind of
Yeah.
see that. Yeah.
It's old cowboy talk.
Huh. Is that what court and spark refers
Court
to?
and spark, yes. Looking for a man to court and spark.
Oh,
Joni coming in for the
Joni,
lead.
yeah.
Dude, what do you think when she says that the star, okay, bright starlight in the sky, whatever, she's like, looking for the star, not that one you gave me that night between the trailers. Star, like the moon is your ass. A star is another euphemism or metaphor for
penis?
Yes.
Wow.
Looking at the star.
That is poetic.
Star, yeah. That one you gave me that night between the trailers. Down south. It's like that one you gave me that night down south between the trailers or something. It's like, yeah, she is like, there's so much sex in those songs. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I knew that, but man,
She's good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, court and spark. That's what that means.
Nice. Maybe we can work something like that in.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Spark. Francie, now that you know, we're going for the big bucks here. We got to get right to the sex and money. The chorus will be about money, and then we'll be set. Francie, changing the station. Spark on my mind. A certain spark on my mind. A certain spark on my mind. I've got a head full of sweet anticipation. She's waiting. What'd you say?
I dragged out the lines more right there. She's waiting for me at the end of this track. Oh, this is, it's wordy, it's wordy, and this is the line that we were gonna, duplicate to.
Oh
As
yeah,
in
we
the
don't have
first
to.
word, so-
I was like,
Yeah, I like that idea.
well, then
Then we might have to write a chorus, and that sounds like.
we might have to write a chorus. Yeah. That's like, I was like, oh, we got it done, so we don't have to worry about that. Can't see, changing the station. Certain spark on my mind. I've got a head full of sweet anticipation. She's waiting out.
Yeah, it can be something short. Something. Okay. Well, wait. Could it shouldn't be, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It's Francie changing the station. There's a little girl out on a cold and spark. That's something I want to chord and spark. That's not good. Is it too?
Well, it's saying, it's saying. I mean, it's. Yeah.
I just like the. Sometimes it's really fun to drag somebody else's. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, we did just by not by saying it out loud. I think in a way, it's like
it's infused.
I'm definitely into the mystery more of the lyric. Like it's like could mean a couple of things. A certain spark on my mind, and it ties into spark plug.
Okay.
There's more car stuff that I don't understand, but it's there.
Okay. Well, let's do you.
What instead of certain, what's another word for certain?
Can you sing it in context? Can you use it in this?
Changing the station. Got a spark on my mind. There's transmission spark on my mind. The radio is transmitting something. Front seat changing the station. Transmission spark on my mind. That's getting real it's getting wordy.
Yeah, I think we gotta maybe not do transmission.
Yeah. We'll save that for some other time.
Yeah. Genius though it is.
Something spark on my mind. Doesn't have to be a certain spark, but it's like it could describe the actual spark, like a fiery spark, a shiny spark, silver spark.
Silver spark, a nickel-plated spark.
I like that stuff because
Yeah.
it's like you're disassociated, you're getting away from it, but you're also it's colorful language.
Yeah.
And it's fine. So what'd you say? Nickel plated spark on my mind. That's a lot of words, but it fits, you know.
How does it fit? I don't even know where it is.
Let's see, change in the station. Nickel. Oh, no, I don't actually.
Yeah,
that's
too much
tough.
more.
What'd you say before nickel plated?
Hmm.
Silver spark on my mind. I got a head full, sweet anticipation. She's waiting there at the end. Oh, the end of the line.
End of the line maybe is better than drive. End of this drive is this as a word is never my first choice if I can stay because it's just like
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even remember you said drive, but
at the end of the line also kind of sounds like dead.
yeah,
So
it's
maybe not that.
And it's again, I hate to bring in all these heroes of songwriting, but I just heard it like 2 days ago. It's like the end of the line. It's like Traveling Wilburys song. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think listening to XM radio, Tom Petty station, is having an effect on my life right now. Like, let's get right to it.
I think that's that's all great, but also just because you've heard it.
Yeah,
it's
I know that. But
That's
right
both
when
a
you said the end of the
positive and a
line,
negative.
when I said end of the line, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the name of the song.
Yeah.
But how do we get to the 1,000 miles away? Just if we tried, do you mind even trying it?
Then I'll try anything.
Yeah.
I prob.
He's backseat, eyes out the window. I see old man, he's still 1,000 miles away. How would this? Okay, what's 1,000 miles away when you're a teenager? Is it still adult? So, let's get front seat, change in the station, certain spark on my mind. She's already in the car with me. She's next to me. 1,000 miles away. If you don't mind, like, so what about this girl, this partner, this potential partner, and then like some serious notion of marriage is 1,000 miles away, basically.
Okay, I was gonna say like, how can we work 1,000 miles? How can we work some distance into this?
Yeah.
Because he was like full of sweet anticipation.
Yeah, you like that sweet anticipation?
I do like it.
Yeah,
I think it just is something that
it's-
jumps out of the song and is familiar and not too familiar at the same time.
Yeah, that doesn't work into 1,000. Even if it's like we've got a head full of it, sweet anticipation.
And also, we want this verse to be about. I feel like we don't want to introduce like too many emotions into the verse. If the verse is about like freedom and like now
Right.
he's in control, then that's positive. That's a feeling of, and it's also like the forward progression from youth, a natural progression. You
Okay.
might say.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hypothesizing here.
No, that's right. We it's like where do we, where do us two as songwriters want to take these characters? It's like very fast. It's a fascinating gig. You're just like contemplating. It's like,
Well, man, you like threw out 4 lines in 2 seconds when we did this 20 minutes ago. So, I want to honor that and trust it.
backseat, eyes out the window, paying the power line gate. See my old man with his hands upon the wheel, still 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. full, sweet anticipation. She's always soon will be mine. She will be mine. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay, it's a repeating of 1,000 Miles Away is the first one. Nice hook. People can, we felt right naturally into that. Let's get in this She Will Be Mine, or, but not so possessive. Help me with that.
Yeah.
So front seat, changing the station.
You had Certain Spark on My Mind, Silver Spark on My Mind.
We've got a spark. Yeah, we've got a spark on our minds. There's a spark on our mind. There's front seat, changing the station, a certain spark on my mind. That can change. I've got a head full of sweet anticipation. I don't want to go with this possessive thing.
Yeah, I mean, what if, you could do the reveal at the very last line where she is in the passenger seat, so she's like next to me.
You put your hand in mine. Yeah, you put your hand in mine is close. Sweet, I just saw that vision happen, but she put her clammy, sweaty, nervous teenage hands
Available hand
in
in
mine.
mine.
Right away when I'm singing, I'm holding a hand of someone in high school. I'm like, whoa, I'm clammy. Like we're just like so nervous and freaked out, just like completely panicked. Like,
There's nothing worse, man, than that. Like being a young man. I remember being really attracted to this girl. This was in my 20s, actually, and like I held her hand, and it was like holding something dead. I was like, how does that feel like that? You were like a living person right next to me, and now I'm like made a move, and I guess I've got to follow through with this. I don't want to.
I remember holding. I just remember like it was like mush, and then I was like, I smell. Of course, I had to smell that. It was like.
Is that you smelling her hand or your own from the touching her?
Like whatever it was I was like, this is amazing. And I'm like, is that like Nana's like Kishka? What's going on? What pastry is your grandmother cooking in the house that has garlic in it?
Right, coming right out of the palm of the hand.
Just like it's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, but I'm totally picturing a certain person and her she was Yugoslavian. She was Eastern European.
Yeah.
Or just Yugoslavian. I don't even know if that's Eastern Europe.
Just the body secretes.
Still writing songs about you. What can I say? You're always going to be there in the car next to me forever. Almost made it. If we would have consummated our friendship, maybe I wouldn't be writing these songs. Okay.
Well, let's sing the crack of the second verse here.
Thank you.
You want to sing it again?
Front seat, changing the station. Oh, you're a spark on my mind. I've got a head full of sweet anticipation. Won't you put your hand in mine? Your hand in mine. Your hand in mine. Maybe not put your hand like.
Okay.
I want your hand in mine. I want your hand in my hand. I want your hand in mine. Super cliche.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
I'm not either. I'm not scared. I'm scared if I go back and I think I'm in the car and I'm like, what time does your dad say we gotta be back again? Like, what's going on? Front seat, changing the station. There's a spark on my mind. I got a head full of sweet anticipation.
Did the chip audio check crack out again? This is a new phenomenon that I've not encountered before. It seems it's registering that it's all there. It says that it's good. I don't know. Check 1 2. It sounds great in here.
Where else could a spark be besides on your mind? Just wondering. We don't, because this This line, she's at the end of the line, hand in mind, doesn't have to be there. It's like, where else could a spark be? Train station.
Check 1, 2.
There's a spark in the night. Give me a rhyme for night.
Fright, fight, light. Light's always a good one.
Yeah, so
Might.
front seat, changing the station, a certain spark in the night. I've got a head full of sweet anticipation.
The sweet anticipation. She's looking at me.
When she's looking at me. Yeah,
The
when
way she's looking at me.
the way she's looking at me. Okay, so let's get a run.
She's looking at me.
Yeah, a certain spark. I can feel a spark. I can feel a spark. Something back here with rhymes with me. Well, front seat, changing the station, only one hand on the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Front seat, changing the station, only one hand on the wheel. I've got a head full of sweet anticipation. And she's looking at me. Oh, she's looking at me.
I mean, that's also cliche-ish, but
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's just a.
I mean, there's a hook there. I'm just happy that that is settled, like in a way. So it's just about like making the story. You have some.
Sweet anticipation. What did we say that was the end thing?
She's looking at me, but that's not settled. So what's not settled is the last line of each one. Let's see, changing the station on our way to the something.
Okay, we're not doing the certain spark.
We could. I'm just like I'm trying to get a hook. There's a hook line in here. This is the line that we're singing twice again.
Mm-hmm.
The hook thing, and all of those work, but I was just trying to go for yet another one. Yeah, so it's like head full of sweet anticipation. Yeah, put your hand in mine. She's looking at me. What else do I have sweet anticipation about?
Sweet anticipation.
Are we on our way to? We're on our way to announce something.
Is there a way or an argument for connecting the changing of the station to, for a reason, or is it just like, is it just something he did and we're just trying to like describe the picture? Like, why is he changing the station? Is he mad? Is he just nervous? He doesn't know what else to do with his hands?
Interesting.
Yeah, we could say, okay, I'm just riffing here. doesn't know what to do with his hands because she's sitting in his car, you know, and he's just like fidgeting, and his head's full of sweet anticipation because they're heading toward the, you know, they're coming home from the dance. They decided not to go to the prom dance after all.
Yeah, what are they doing there? Are they coming home from the hospital? Like, what's going on? It's like, are they coming? Like, did they just find out some news? What's going on?
Anticipation means like
Good, sweet anticipation.
yeah, sweet anticipation is like promise of good things.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's. I think that initial idea is front seat, changing the station. You're the spark on my mind. I've got it full of sweet anticipation. Yeah, I mean, what is a way to do? What we had in there was put your hand in mine. Put your moist hand in mine, but when you're looking at me, I like looking at me better than hand in mine, personally.
Okay.
Pick the two of those.
Okay. What was that?
I just doesn't tie into 1,000 Miles Away in any way or form.
I mean, this is my concern. Why I brought it that up in the first part is that I'm just like, I feel like we've either got to say 1,000 Miles Away, or we got to say something about a backseat. Otherwise, what is the song is like? It's kind of like wandering too far.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a gathering metaphor, to borrow a Robert Frost term.
Right.
Invoking a higher authority, so you take it more seriously.
No, man. All the paths I could go down here. This one means all the difference. I almost read that to my daughter in the library the other day, and I thought better of it. Like, okay, I'm not going to force this one on her right yet.
Just 12.
Yeah, I was like,
Just getting closer. That's a good.
Yeah, it's stopping by woods on a snowy evening is more the speed for a kiddo, but I just evoked it the other day because I decided to go home through parts of Alabama that I'd never been through before. I took a different route, and that made all the difference. And I was like, and it started something in me. I was
Wait,
just
from
like,
38?
No, from the house concert, Opelika house concert.
Oh, Opelika, yeah.
Opelika, thank you.
Is it the Sundown series?
It's called Sundilla. Yeah.
Sundilla, yeah.
Cool church, right? Well, they're back in the church now, but so.
Did you set that one up yourself? You got an agent do that?
I have, yeah. Dennis helps me do that stuff.
I don't know if I know Dennis, but
Black Oak, yeah. I know. Yeah, just.
I was fishing a little bit right there. So I'm like,
So I
kind of getting back into
business. The business.
Okay.
I mean, Folk Alliance is next week, so.
Are you going?
I am gonna go.
Nice.
I'm not headline. I'm not doing any. I'm just playing. I run like the wellness meeting thing there, and I do a couple of shows. Not too crazy. I'm rooming with Matt the electrician, who if you're watching us now, Matt, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
Without a doubt.
Matt, just get out there and run a few blocks. Help us out, please. Okay, I'm gonna start at the very top. Backseat, eyes out the window, lay in the power gate. See an old man with his hands upon the wheel, still 1,000 miles away. does seem very close to this. I'm with my dad, now I'm with this girl. It's like, they're very close, you know what I mean?
I mean, okay, so if we just did the minimal amount of correction,
Yeah.
and we're trying to go, okay, let's make 1,000 miles away a hard and fast rule. That's what we're gonna do that, the last hook. Then to get there, we could be something like, all of my problems are 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Got a head full of sweet anticipation. That all my problems are 1,000 miles away. Oh.
I don't know, the girl isn't really part of the story then, enough. Backseat.
Arm strap. Make sure. It's not something I would lose. It seemed to be, when I just did it, I started from the top. It's like promising, and then boom, we're all of a sudden in puberty or whatever, we're on a date.
Mm-hmm.
So close to this unresolved issue or unresolved dad thing. This could be the last verse.
Okay.
This girl. Like, what about if there's one more thing to get him out of teenage angst or whatever? It's not a C. This last thing can start with the front C. I mean, if we never went to another chord progression and it, 1,000 miles away, hard and fast, like that's an easy thing to work around.
I'm just gonna make a vote for. Let's try. We might have to rework some stuff, but let's really try to do 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, I can hear it. The ending, especially there.
Yeah.
Let's get a middle verse. Let's wait. Let's make this something else.
Because then, okay, so my second thought is, if we go with 1,000 miles away, then I think that we might want to get away from the car image.
Yeah.
And we just do something
Time
else.
passes.
Time passes. Yeah.
Time passes. How who do we? Yeah. Time passes.
Time passes like a broke down
Like a raft on the river. Time passes.
Miles away. Hey, 1,000 miles away. Hey,
That's nice. Passes.
time passes like a raft on the river.
Time passes. Time pays no mind. Time passes.
Seasons pass.
okay, all these things, all this discussion of responsibility, that's what's 1,000 miles away in this one. Like,
Okay.
like here, the dad's 1,000 miles, and then let's just get to let's get to the nitty gritty of things that are 1,000 miles away when you're young. What could be?
The future's 1,000 miles away when you're young.
Yeah.
I remember that like one day when I was 23 years old, suddenly realizing like, oh, well, I'm not like crazy young anymore. Like I'm not. This is it. This is like I'm in my thing now. It was not a happy feeling, followed by many increasingly more unhappy feelings as the numbers rose. Okay.
All your talk of responsibility, I'm not going to write it in songs. Choices we must make 1,000 miles away. So all your talk of responsibility, and your debts and doubts, something in doubts. I think something in doubts. Like, not debt, but like anxiety, something, another word for that. Like, all your talk of responsibility, reason and doubt.
So is this kid, this is like an adolescent thing still?
I
We're
mean,
playing with it?
yeah, I mean, right, for some reason it is. Yeah, it's weird. I had no idea the concept of why I'm doing that, but like, I mean, you never know what's going to happen, right, with this. I'm trying to get some kind of other second verse before we're making out. I don't know, just an idea, like kind of chasing it down, like all this talk of responsibility, reason, and doubt, and the choices we must make, etc., etc., etc. All this stuff is 1,000 miles away. And I mean, more poetic way of putting it, basically. That's why.
1,000 miles away.
Okay, I'm gonna make some decisions here. All this talk of, you know, the way changing the station worked, flowed, like all this talk of rearranging.
This song is
Yeah.
I almost don't even want to tell you. 'Cause you want to be like, get it out of your head. When you first played me the chord progression, is the first thing I thought of. The song is very similar to.
What? Which one?
People get ready. There's a train coming.
Yeah. Nice.
Don't need no.
Perfect. Got to steal from the best.
Oh man, it works. Tempo, great.
Let's see.
Okay. There it is. Yeah. It's.
Is it? Yeah. All right. Nice. Okay. I like how you have capo on two, so I'm like, all right, I'll put my capo on two, see what happens there. Just naturally ends up to be the.
Oh, did you do it because I did it?
Yeah. I
Because
just saw
I did
capo
it because
there.
you did it. Or
No,
that's
I
funny.
saw a capo there. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just because I'm gonna hit a G chord. Eventually, it's like, why is the G chord the first chord? Ridiculous. What's your first chord of the
G for sure.
Yeah.
But you also play. You can hang in E and stuff. Yeah, you know, because you're more of a bluesman than me.
Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. I see my old man with his hands on the wheel, he's 1,000 miles away. Oh, he's 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sure, if that's what it takes to get the lyrics done, let's do it.
Yeah. Nice.
Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. I see my old man with his hands on the wheel. He's 1,000 miles away. Oh, he's 1,000 miles away.
So weird. Just
Yeah.
completely changes the
I know.
song.
Completely. I can.
Like gone is the sentiment.
I know. Let's get back to the corny side of it,
Yeah.
and I can blues it anytime. That's my special superpower that I have. You know, Akron, Ohio, birthplace of the blues,
No,
kind of
that's-
thing.
Everyone knows
The old delta of the Cuyahoga River.
that.
Okay.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, sorry. Backseat, eyes out the window, I'm playing the power line game. My old man, with his hands upon the wheel, still 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Okay, this is good. This is very
That's
hooky.
very nice, yeah.
Okay. This talk never ending changes. Now you talk, responsibility. It's 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Yes.
Okay, so I'm losing. Honestly, I'm losing the thread a little bit, and
I
it's
get you.
because I don't know where. Okay, I just in the first verse, what are we trying to make the person feel? The
I think
audience
that
feel?
you're definitely a character in a car with your dad driving, and your dad's 1,000 miles away, and then
And does that mean this is a kid? Are we trying to say like the kid? Because to me, it feels like the kid feels far from his dad, and he's a
He
little
could.
bit sad. You know, it's like
Sure.
there's a little bit of that. And so then, like in the second one, I guess maybe it's partly because it's not super clear what the emotion is
Right.
in the first
So-
verse.
yeah, okay, but that's leaving it wide open. Okay, is it the kid or is it the dad? That's what I mean.
Mm.
What's the problem here? We don't know yet. It's
Okay.
wide open. The second verse, I'd say like, now my old man's coming down on me with responsibilities, and you gotta do this, and this. But all that talk, that life is 1,000 miles away.
Okay.
That's what I want to say.
Okay. Right.
That's what I'm
That
trying to
helps me
say.
understand this.
Yeah, so that's all I want to say.
So
It's
the
like-
dad still is a character in the second verse.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think so. I think
Yeah.
because right to the girlfriend there. No, let's wait. Let's do this. Have a break, maybe a bridge where it's grown up and now I'm gonna get the girl, and then wrap it up with that or one more thing after that, you know, personally.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But
It's always
I'm
a
also
thing.
like, yeah. I mean, totally. I'm
Yeah.
open to anything. I'm just feeling like if we write 2 verses about the dad and the son,
Yeah.
then the song, that's what the song is about. And
That
it's like
is-
if we go to another character, it's gonna feel strange
Okay.
to me. I don't know. It just is like, well, why do we care what? It's the same thing. You know, like
Yeah.
when you're watching a movie and somebody like appears in the 3rd act, unless they're an antagonist, you're like, why do I don't care about this person? I haven't been hanging out with them
Right.
since the beginning of the story.
Yeah. We're not gonna bring a gun in the first verse, and we're gonna.
Yeah. There's,
You know what? Chekhov, I guess, right? This is now, you just hit me now, and then at the end, he lives 1,000 miles. He's moved.
1,000 miles
He's 1,000
away.
miles
Yeah.
physically 1,000 miles away from his.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
maybe it's about like, you know, maybe in the 2nd verse, he can't wait to get away from his dad.
Okay.
He's like, and then in the 3rd verse, he is 1,000 miles, and it's like looking back.
Now we're talking.
Yeah,
Now we get into
this-
the magical core of songwriting. This is where I leave the room and use the restroom, do a power walk around the block, and Korby works on a little bit more. Yeah, do this. 2nd verse.
Gal fish around for this
He's
idea. Yeah, he's
pulling
pulling
away.
away from his dad.
You know, it's like your responsibilities, all this stuff you're putting on me. You know what? I don't want to think about that stuff. That's 1,000 miles away from me. And then eventually he literally is 1,000 miles away. So it's sad.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Because, you know, that's, I don't know, that's just sad. And but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay to be sad. Yeah.
I just want to feel something.
That's our job. I want to feel something.
I'm
All
feeling
right, I'll be
something.
right back. Set break.
Cool guys, he's gone. Let's really write this thing
Keep
down.
going.
Okay, we're just gonna type some stuff here. Okay, what did he write down? His little chicken scratch. Okay, backseat. Hands, eyes out the window. Eyes out the window. And power. I see my bullpen. With his hands upon the wheel. So close. And 1,000 miles away. It's not Shakespeare just yet, but whatever. Okay. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Okay. Maybe this song is called Backseat. Or no, it's called 1,000 miles away. Tim Easton and old Korb. Okay. Heavy hand makes a heavy hand makes a young man makes a young man strong. I feel my bucking. Makes a young man strong. Makes a young man strong. The heavy hand makes a young man. The heavy hand makes a young man strong. You said I what you gonna do? Heavy hand makes a young man strong. I feel like cinnamon nutness. A heavy hand makes a young man strong. Oh, put your
shoulder to the yoke. Heavy hand makes a young man strong. It's a can't wait. Yeah, makes a young man strong. I can't wait. Just got one more year. I'm gone like food. Just for 1 year, and I'm gone like, and I'm gone like the wind. Yeah, yeah, and I'm gone like the weekend. I'm gone like the weekend. Gone like the weekend. And I'm gone like the weekend. A thousand miles away. The backseat da-da. And we're gonna like the weekend. Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I like that enthusiasm.
Okay. I got something to show for
I
myself.
also used one of your old bills and wrote some.
Oh, nice.
It's actually no, it's a
It's a letter from our
message
church,
from
brother.
St. Anne. Where is St. Where?
A little Catholic church on Charlotte, right there across from
That's my first gig.
something. Oh wait, a Catholic church on Charlotte?
No, the Catholic Church. Definitely my first gig.
Were you a
Oh yeah, guitar
altar
mass.
boy and
Hold
stuff?
on. I was kicked out of altar boy school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's proud heritage.
Yeah, Sister Patricia Marie pulled me out. We were mock passing a joint in school in church in the 8th grade. I didn't even know what it was.
Mm.
But I will say this for all you listeners out there: when the church teacher tells you that "Let It Be" is not, it's not about Mother Mary, is not Jesus' mother. It was about marijuana, is what she said. And so I'm like in the 8th grade, and I'm like, marijuana, what is it? The Beatles were using it. Where can I get some right now? That's the effect it had on me. Just to interrupt your common everyday church. And then, she was like, yeah, we're not going to sing that song in church anymore. And I was like, okay, why? And where is this marijuana that you speak of? Like, within a week, I was like, I found it. Yeah, I was like rooting through my brother's stuff to find it. So, what do you got here?
Hear me this. Maybe it's
Catch
nothing.
friend.
Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing.
A heavy hand makes a young man strong. I feel I'm bucking that trend.
Maybe that's not it, but
Feeling the buck in the chain?
feel I'm bucking that trend.
Okay, I thought you said breaking that chain. Okay.
Okay, that's fine too. Okay, let me start over. Stop interrupting me.
A heavy hand makes a young man strong. I feel I'm bucking that trend. As soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away.
So if there's anything there we can keep, I'll make an argument. I'll make a yeah.
I love Heavy Hand. Boom. I'm always into it. I
Okay.
love it a lot.
Okay.
Makes a young man strong. Good.
Fine. This is probably the weakest line.
Yes. Let's do something about that.
Okay, great.
Let's strengthen that line.
Yeah.
Heavy Hand makes a young man strong. I'm turning my back on that. I'm gonna turn.
Yeah. And that's really a free rhyme. We can do anything. We can break that chain, if that's more to your liking.
Did you? Okay, you said break that chain.
No, you said that.
Time to break that chain. Yeah, because I thought you said that bucking that trend. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do, but say it in a different way. Bucking, also a difficult word to sing, I'd say. Heavy Hand. Time to break that chain. Time to break that chain, basically.
Yeah, I think that's great.
What-
I mean, what I really want, I feel stronger about the second half of the verse because I'm like, as soon as I can, this is a vow, the young man,
I'll be gone like the weekend.
gone like the weekend, and I like that, like the gone like the weekend feels like the end of the good times.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Well done. Well, I'm so glad you employed that. Like, I'm gonna go outside, get a minute on your own.
I mean, I was on the spot.
So that's good though. But I wrote I wrote a verse too. So
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. We're trading.
You and I can see eye to you and I can see eye to eye. Anything from day to day. All your talk, responsibility is 1,000 miles away. Way to go. Way to write the better verse. I know the same ideas there, but you have like imagery that's way more interesting.
I mean, the only nice thing is that I like the gone like the weekend. If we can keep that.
Great. I'm fine with everything. Actually, so let's get this third line.
Okay.
Heavy hand makes a young man strong.
Yeah, like
Now
just
I'm
break
break-
that chain.
Now I'm breaking that chain.
Can't wait
Now
to
I'm
break that.
Stepping on that chain. Now I'm.
Can't wait to break that chain. Heavy hand makes a young man strong.
It's a brand new day. I'm turning
He
away.
said, heavy hand makes a young man strong. I say it. I said. I mean, it also could be like a little pickup that, like, he said, a heavy hand. You know, like to just make it so there was a dad. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you'd make that connection in your mind.
You said a heavy hand
Makes a young man strong.
I say I'm breaking.
Yeah,
that
I
chain.
say I'm breaking that chain. It might even be that.
He said a heavy hand makes a young man strong. I say I'm breaking that chain. As soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Okay, that
I like
type
that.
that in there.
He said, I say.
He said, I
Or-
say, yeah.
He said, heavy hand makes a young man strong. I say.
Because you're implying that he kind of knocked him around a bit, and that's cool with me. Just
Okay,
put that.
yeah.
That cool. Thank you, songwriting
That
freedom.
part
To,
out.
like, yeah. Like my dad's like, what?
Canon mission. Okay. Let's send CPS over to your house, brother.
No,
Say it.
it's
I say I can't wait. I mean, let's
I'm
break
training
that
my
chain.
daughter in karate just so she can kick some ass, but you know it's tough when she like. I was like, you can't punch me in the stomach without telling me you're going to do that. You realize that
Dad,
hurts.
what's the
Yeah,
point?
I know. It's like we're at the mall. Come on, making me 1,000 miles away is nice, easy. It's like.
I like the. I mean, the title's easy. Yeah. He said, "A heavy hand makes a young man strong." I say, "I can't wait to break that chain.
Nice.
As soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles
Could you
away."
make that a little bigger for Grandpa? The type set, thank you. You'll see. It's coming to get you someday.
No, it's
You got your
there.
readers on.
Yeah, they got the readers.
Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
See my old man with his hands upon the wheel, so close and 1,000 miles away.
I like that, man. That was
It's a little tuck-in.
surprising. Yeah, a little
Yeah.
tuck-in lyric.
Go ahead and just sing it with me because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what I was-
when two people can sing a song together, even if it's still rough, it's like a good song. Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. Do your melody, I'll just come on. Old man with his hands upon the wheel, so close and 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. He said a heavy hand makes a young man strong. I said, can't wait to break that chain. Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles away.
Maybe the phrasing. Oh, sorry. Maybe the phrasing on the maybe we change that somewhere 1,000 miles away. Maybe the phrasing could be just a little bit different to make it sing better. I don't know.
Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend. Well, no, it fits with this. So close, somewhere. I mean, it's there. You can do it.
Okay.
It's
Gone
like
like the
weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles. Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend somewhere 1,000 miles away. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah. It also might not even need to be there. Let's do it without the somewhere just for fun. As soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend
1,000 miles away. Yeah, I mean,
that could either way.
yeah, it's definitely like
Someday.
it fits. It's a good chunk of song there. I
Nice.
think, yeah, and what I like about it is it definitely is Cats and Cradley in its own way, which it's just been a mile marker of my life. Like I love those songs. I love, those movies, but like, Bud Court, what is it, the Harold and Maude. The Harold and Maude,
Sure.
like just over dramatic movies that say a lot with a little. So,
Yeah, man, I like this, and to me now I feel like I kind of understand emotionally what this song is about, and it's about
distance between
people,
generations.
distance between generations, distance between family members,
Yeah.
like the unbridgeable distance that exists at all times in all relationships in life. Even there's one of my favorite quotes from Nicholas Kazantzakis, who wrote Absorbing the Greek, is even between the closest.
He's Greek, really?
What? Yeah, Kazantzakis. Did you ever read Absorbing the Greek? Oh my God.
Man, I have not read Absorbing the Greek.
I
I
recommend
know.
it.
I mean, Anthony Quinn is who I picture right away, but I don't know.
Is it a movie also?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Absorbing the Greek.
I read that when I was like 20. It made such an impression. But anyway, yeah, the quote is, even between the closest people, infinite distances continue to exist. It's so true. Like, it's like a comfort to me, actually. It's like, you don't have to know every secret, even about your partner.
Your marriage,
your
yeah, no,
marriage.
it's
It's
true.
just like, you can't.
You can't.
So, like, kind of let it go.
It would not thrive if you did. If you knew it all right away, it's gotta grow. Okay. So, congratulations. Where there was no song,
Let there be song.
let there be 15 different songs that formed this song. At least 1,000 songs. Heavy man, I wrote like heavy hand. I love that expression.
Heavy hand.
Yeah, I just do.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
like it too. Okay, let's write one more verse, and then we have a song.
Yeah.
And what there could be a little bridgy thing, and then I was like, when you were singing those lyrics, like you and I don't see eye to eye.
Let's break this other verse
Okay.
because the bridge. No, I think the bridge good.
Bridge good. Okay.
But let's find out what we haven't said after we read another verse. What still needs to be said, and then just a simple phrase could be the bridge.
Yeah.
Really quick. Like
I like it.
that F chord could come in. Whatever chord that is. You know what I mean? Like another chord in there like that. Or there's no D. There's no 5 chord in it yet, right?
Yeah, there's not, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that sets up.
Yeah,
chord
so I
D
mean like the
bridge
5
really
or that
nicely.
6 or whatever. So yeah, getting ahead of myself. The verse, this is a resolution verse. We are now literally going to be physically 1,000 miles away. Huh? Right? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah. That's what I was like now because he can't wait to get it's setting up the third verse.
And
like maybe his old man's gonna die.
Yeah, it could be in college. It doesn't have to be like at the end of his life, 1,000 miles away. But yeah, all of a sudden, next thing you know, wow, you're like really removed.
Yeah.
Physically, like I'm away from you.
Yeah.
You know.
I got what I wanted.
Yeah,
And now it's like,
I mean, I can't believe I like would. Yeah. My dad. This is fun stuff for everybody, all of us, for Korby and I both to like really think about it. I just was out there. I saw your degree on the wall. I was like, damn, putting the old degree on the wall. It's like I'm really at the office.
Wait, where
It's in the corner, back by your CDs and everything.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Well, I'm back in the thing. I'm like, oh, look at that filing and organization system. Then I saw one of the iPhone ets and parts, and I was like, interesting. Yeah, that's the chords that you'll carry your whole life. And I'm looking for words. I'm word hunting.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, I see your degree, then I see you have an album called Bellingham.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Not
That's where I
heard
lived
that.
for 10 years.
I always wanted to live there, and like the 5 times I was there, it was sunny and warm.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is paradise. Like, this is paradise. And then I looked up in the thing and I was like, I'm here during the 2 days of the year that it's like this somehow, some way. Each time I was there, I was like, this is paradise. And the boat goes to Alaska from there. I was like,
oh, that's right. Yeah,
dream.
from Fairhaven.
The ferry, yeah, and Chuckanut Drive and all that stuff.
Amazing.
Love
Check
it.
that drive. Come on.
Yeah, so I remember telling my dad, this story has
Going
connection.
somewhere.
It's going down Chuckanut Drive, and I actually, I'm back to like talking to my dad about Alaska and stuff like that, and taking him there. But this whole thing about going to college and getting away from your parents, like you're like, I'm trying not to mention the word college or university around my kid right now because it's like it's a kid. Screw it.
12 is
Kid, yeah. But I did hear on NPR, I heard something like, try not to say that word in front of your kids right now, you know. Don't, like, they're just kids, you know. And I was like, that's funny. So I was like, I must get out of Akron. I'm going to at least to Ohio State. You know? But then it'd be like these situations where my dad would like, I'm not driving you back. You know, like I would get to Akron for the weekend after, for whatever reason, on something, 2 hours away. And he's like, I'm not driving you back there. You know, I'll take you to 71. You can hitchhike. Like,
Nice.
You know, he's like such a hard ass. He's like, he thought it was like 1953 and the war had just ended and I could just go hitchhike back. No worries of the fact that it's like the serial killer capital of the world. Jeffrey Dahmer is out there at this time running around Akron or wherever he was, you know.
Yeah.
Like my dad was just like, yeah, I'll give you a ride to McDonald's. You can hitchhike. He was so blasé and like, this is just to tell you the story.
I love your dad for that.
I mean, who
That's
does
old school-
that?
old school
I know,
dad.
like that is such an old school dad story. Yeah, go ahead and hitchhike. And I'm like, what? And like, yeah, I'll drop you off. And I think I did. One time. I hitchhiked in the 80s. Hitchhiked back.
Dude, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Alaska Connect.
I'm good.
I was in Anchorage when 9/11 happened.
Ooh.
And long story short, I had flown up, it was like one of my earliest tours, I was like 23, and I'd flown up standby because I had no nickels. And the tour was, I didn't make any money on the tour, it was the end of the tour. And my buddy we bought his plane ticket normal, but I bought like something through an employee, whatever. So, you know, they grounded the flights for like 3 days.
Oh yeah, you're in Anchorage.
And I was in, like, I was like taking a taxi to the airport, and there's just, you know, people sleeping there, people were freaking out. Finally, like, got somebody to talk to me, and she was just like, you're not gonna get on a plane for a week. Like, because they were just putting people on whose flights had been canceled just on the, you know, available seats on the planes once the flight started going again. Anyway, so I had the lady bring me to the edge of town, and I hitchhiked from Anchorage to Bellingham, down the Alcan.
What?
Down the Alcan.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was like the great adventure of my young life.
I bet.
It was amazing.
Because you can't, everybody thinks you can just like pop down there. No, you gotta go up
and around. Yeah, through No.
Yeah,
No.
no, I know exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
Totally,
down
yeah.
the Yukon Territory. I mean, it was the
You
first time I
went
saw
right
the
through
Northern Lights.
Chickaloo? Yeah, oh wow.
It was great.
That's a big deal.
It was amazing. I mean, the tundra and
Did
everything.
you write this down yet? Is this?
It's in the journal entry. I mean, it covers several journal entries, but I never like told the story.
Sounds like you can wait till you're a very old man and then tell your entire
my
memoir
Jack
is
London.
based in that story, like chunks of it.
Man, I got a couple of great ones from being I mean, when I was really young, I felt like I had a grasp on the fleetingness of that. And I like in college and right when I graduated, before like I knew that like even if I was a slacker, I would still like get caught up in some kind of vocation, you know, even in music, and that would mean responsibility. I'd show up for gigs, and that's where my life was going. That's where I wanted it to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, right now, I'm truly free. I don't have any money. I don't have any responsibilities. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have and I fucking took advantage of it. I mean, that was
Good.
what
I
that
did
was
not
about.
waste my youth either.
Yeah.
I said youth is wasted on the young is an expression that can't be applied to me.
Yeah, you were a real free spirit. I mean, street
Yeah,
musician in Europe is a
Yes,
that
and
is a
I
fine-
still will.
fine feather, my friend.
I still will hitchhike. I'll probably hitchhike this summer in Alaska, just a little bit.
Nice.
Like, but it's more like this. Like I'll start walking out of town, and people will look like, Tim, get in the car. Like they're just like, I know everybody.
That's not hitchhiking if it's
For all those that haven't been to Alaska, it's really one road going this way or one road going that way.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just one road going this way. So you're just like, I know everybody that's going to the next gig anyways or whatever. And
Yeah.
during festival season, Sam Fest. So I love that you hitchhiked up and over
Yeah,
right
wonderful
through
memory.
Palmer. Yeah, wow, nice.
Yeah, the other thing about Alaska too, from an outsider's perspective, is that, and it's hard to.
September too, so it can be cold at night.
Yeah, it was cold at night. I just remember there was a couple of hilarious instances, like a homesteader picked me up one ride, and so that's a homestead is just like,
Yeah.
here's the highway, and then there's like a dirt road that disappears and goes 9 miles,
Yeah.
and that's where his homestead is. And so I dropped off on the highway in the middle of like just nowhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Like tundra. There's no trees.
Yeah, literally
crazy.
Yeah.
The longest ride I got was from this guy that he had was moving his family to Michigan, and they got all the furniture there, all the arrangements, and so he'd come back to get the 2 daughters and the 5 parakeets and like the 2 show poodles, like
Oh my
A-grade
God.
show poodles.
They're in the car with you.
In the car. Big.
This is your 9/11
animals.
story. I've
Yeah.
heard so many of them, and mine is equally. I'm on tour with the Cowboy Junkies. Show gets canceled. I'm in Tom Petty, so I'm in Gainesville, Florida. But that's a brilliant. Like, so 9/11 happened, so you've got a lot to talk about with everybody. Everybody's
Yeah.
kind of like, is this what's going to happen? Like,
Yeah.
everybody knows where they were. Like, it'd be like for JFK before, but now it's
Yeah.
9/11, and I personally think that we've been in post-traumatic stress since then. Like, it's part of
The world changed for sure.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
just
the
kind of
airports changed.
Yeah, and then the people that live in that region are superly in post-traumatic, like North Jersey. There's just, except that I was there before that. The one shell of the building had fallen down. That famous photograph, you see that chunk of building that's still up. I was there, smell it. I was there like a week after. Yeah.
Whoa.
And it was intense. I was thinking I was going to be helpful to my friends or just be there.
Like building 4. Like
Yeah,
that
it was a
other,
big
like,
chunk of it was
inside
still there.
building,
Yeah. And it was just so sad because there was people there that didn't know where their loved ones still, and it was really intense. And then it was a beautiful day, and I got up on the Brooklyn Bridge to walk back to Brooklyn, and I was in the bike path, and a guy was coming down the bike. He's like, "Yo, get the F out of the way!" And I was like, "Just get out of the way! There's a bike path!" And I was like, "Well, I guess we're back on track here, aren't we?" Yeah, I just got yelled at by a guy on the bike on the Brooklyn Bridge. Man, that's an amazing story.
Well, that's a tiny piece of it, but
Yeah.
whatever. Let's try to.
Are we ready
Let's see
for
if we can
song?
try this. Yeah. So we have been. That was also part of the songwriting process.
Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the Caroline game. See my old man with his hands upon the wheel, so close, 10,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. He said a heavy hand makes a young man strong. I say I can't wait to break that chain. Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Is there an argument to be made for starting the third verse with backseat and then
Oh, yeah.
changing every other line?
Backseat. Okay, yeah, I'm because we're back in the backseat. Who's Who's in the back seat now?
Maybe Dad's in the back seat.
Oh, I gotta drive him.
Oh, maybe his parents are old and he's like,
Gotta drive to the hospital.
Dad around.
Yeah.
Or he's just, driving around to the grocery store. I don't know. Maybe not back seat.
Backseat, eyes out the window. Can you even remember your name? Backseat, eyes out the window. My dad, it's like, see, that's not the way it was with my dad. There was no
razor sharp to the end.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's great,
shockingly
man.
so.
That bodes well for you, I feel like.
Well, it has to do with reading books and playing golf, I think.
Two of his favorites.
Yeah. Interestingly, Catholicism, so as my mom was the Catholic, brought him in. I find this out way late in the game, and like I'm recording him and stuff. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I was like whatever the other branch of that would be. It was like
Episcopal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Episcopalian. And like upstate New York stuff. And so I'm a nice sidetrack here, but you never know when it's going to yield something. And when my mom passed away, my dad was like, I'm done with church. I was like, what? He's like,
that was it? Like it was the mom, the grip?
Pretty much. He's like, I'm done. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I'm not into it. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, does that says a lot about your codependency all these years, or are you just being cool?
Deference.
Because like I'm going to Catholic church as a kid. My mom and dad are the marriage counselors. They're up on the pulpit reading about love and marriage and stuff at church every week. And when I lived in Japan, so it was like they were like this ideal couple. And I was just like, I think about that, I'm the youngest of 7, by the way, so that's why I'm a singer-songwriter. Spoiled rotten.
That's amazing, man, that they were... It just goes to show you, like, you have just no idea what's going on in people's lives, your own parents. You just seem like, they're just so Catholic. They're just telling everybody else. They're the examples of how to live together in harmony and love.
Which is my brother now. He's a deacon in the church. My brother and his wife are strict, strong Catholics. So my dad agreed to have a Catholic funeral, and my niece, who just got married, had a huge Catholic mass. So I'm not exactly coming back into the fold, but I also found out you're not an ex-Catholic unless you write a letter. Do you know this? You have to write a letter. You're not excommunicated, or they still count you. You're still counted among the world's Catholics in the numbers, unless you write a letter to your diocese or whatever and say, I would like to be removed. You're not counted as Catholic. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, they want those numbers. I mean,
they want the numbers, like they took
it helps the advertising.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Catholics making funny. So, that being said, I think that backseat.
I think maybe not backseat, but maybe like a deep deep. I like that little rhythmic.
Yeah. Time passes. Yeah. You said something earlier that I did like, by the way. The future's 1,000 miles away, and now the past is 1,000 miles.
That's interesting.
So we don't talk much about the past.
Here's something bad: is that like maybe because he wants to get away 1,000 miles away, so we start with him there. Now he's 1,000 miles away. And what would I don't know. Whatever. Vulnerable moment. Palm tree in a low tide at sundown.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that.
Right.
I feel my
beach town. Going Buffett on it a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Flip flop. Never again will a flip flop be able to be put in a song for all.
What did he put it? What song is
Yeah,
that?
Margaritaville. I
It
think.
is,
Yeah, it blew out my flip flop or something.
Yeah.
Wow, we're conjuring all the songwriters here. Right? We got Joni in here.
Tom.
And by the way, 500 miles. There's a song in there, 500 miles or something.
Oh, it's a
1,000
little folk
miles.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're crimping on that either. It doesn't matter. Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the said a heavy hand makes a young man stronger. I said, can you break that chain? As soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere maybe 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. 1,000 miles Okay, that brings it in there.
That's fine.
There's the minor chord that starts out, and that. Then here's your bottom chord.
I like the chord that's short.
This can't end on that chord though.
Yeah, I think it can, and I think it goes. That's the first line of the verse. I think it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Right there, it's just like, it's a little short. You know, it clips one bar from the bridge and kind of. In
I gotcha. Yeah. What if, just out of curiosity, so let's say, oh, 1,000 miles away. Here's the solo.
Never has.
Technically, the instrumental, nice little instrumental, right? Just like in the first. Here we go now. Do it again. Do the whole thing. I know we got more words, but. Yeah, okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
mind doing the double.
Yeah.
I
It's
just think
more
it'd be nice.
words, but it's an idea. So you're coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you do a double, I think it'd be cool.
Did you say backseat or did you say taxi?
I said backseat, but
I like taxi.
yeah. All of a sudden we're in a taxi.
Yeah.
Taxi
Out to the city. Out of the city.
What?
Maybe out of the city. I don't know. Into the sea. Yeah.
It's taxi into the city. I don't do it often, but I'm doing it right now. It's like there's a reason. Taxi into the city. Why am I taking a taxi into the city? Taxi in the city.
Okay. Taxi.
No way. Oh boy.
Out of the city. I was like, okay, so gut feeling about what the point of the third verse is.
Yeah.
Is like this idea of he's physically 1,000 miles away, and now he kind of maybe doesn't regret it, but just sees that there's something lost in that freedom. That like you can't bring your dad back. You can't get that time back.
Yeah, I basically wish you were here.
Yeah.
It's finding out a way to say, I can't call you. I can't call you anymore. I can't call you anymore. Taxi out to the airport. I can't call you anymore.
Why can't you call him?
I don't know. He's gone. Yeah, I don't know. That was death. So,
Yeah, maybe he's not dead.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like
No, I don't want him to. I want him to be the fact that
you don't kill him off. You said he's our dad. God.
My dad would get such a kick out of this. So it's he. You're right. No, it's
And so it doesn't have to be Taxi either. You know, I like the backseat Taxi. That was nice, but that's not going to matter terribly much.
Somehow leading up to that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It could be backseat, eyes out the window again, but it just where are we going with this? What's the resolution in this?
Yeah, I don't think it's backseat, eyes out the window, because it's just like
Here comes the siren. I like this. Here comes my taxi.
Dad's on his way to the airport.
This is a perfect opportunity for a porch wander. I'm gonna pretend.
All right, I guess I'll write the third verse.
Yeah. Yeah. No pressure. Out there in internet land.
Hey, do me a favor when you're out there. Put
Keep it simple. I like this. Powerful moods there. That was from a while back. Yeah, it's like,
you know Scott?
no. Maybe that's what you're driving at. No, thank you, Scott. If you're still out there, yeah.
That was hours ago.
Hours ago, yeah.
He's 1,000 miles
He's like,
away.
he's written 3 songs based on this riff already. He's like, he's already done recording it. It's like, yeah, sorry, Keith already cut this. Let's go over the top. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor and put there's like a silver vessel in the back there that's got water in it.
Yes.
Put it into the kettle and then put the kettle on the electric thing and then push play.
Do you want me to boil the water?
Please.
All right, I guess I'll go boil the water and build the fire. Carry the fire.
Just get him out of here. You know, whatever. You got to set him, give him a task. Have a little peace and quiet. Backseat, eyes out on the window, play on the passenger game. Boom, boom. Heavy hand makes a young man strong. I say I can't wait to break that chain. Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend. Somewhere 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Okay. Look back. Don't want to look back like no looking back. No looking back. But I can't help but wonder. Can't help but wonder. Everything. Try to say something true. No looking back. Playing the power line game, I see my old man. Upon wheels so close and 1,000 miles away. He said a heavy hand makes a young man strong. I said I can't wait to break that chain. As soon as I can, I'll be gone like a weekend. We're 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Help out. Beach town. Beach town. Out on the panhandle. 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. old man is up to 1,000 miles away. It's not gonna be it, but it's something to show the old boy. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys, for tuning in, and I hope that the sound's working still, and everyone's having a great afternoon. Thanks for just being part of this little effort of creativity. We didn't have any idea what we were going to do when we sat down to do it, so we just about got our ways through a song here, and it's a kind of an interesting, kind of sad song. So nothing makes me happier than sad. All right, let's try to sing this here. It comes back and messes it all up. 10 years, it turns into 20. It turns into 20. Got life in the city, and I can't complain. Don't look back, but I can't help but wonder what my old man is up to 1,000 miles away. Oh, it's not what my old man is up to, but I'll let Tim change that.
Keep going.
Okay, here I got a verse.
Oh, you do?
I mean, whatever, we can gut it.
I like it. Man, you're
Oh,
fast. I was just coming in here to make sure that. Yeah.
I mean, are you ready, or are you just running an errand?
No.
Okay, let's try it out. Okay, so. 10 years, it turns into 20. Oh.
10 years turns into
20. Got life in the city. Life in the city. And I can't complain. Don't look back, but I can't help but wonder what my old man is up to 1,000 miles away. I don't really like the what my old man is up to,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Let me sing it again. 10 years, it turns into 20. Life in the city, and I can't complain. Don't look back, I don't look back, but I can't help but wonder. That's 1,000 miles away.
Okay. I think it needs more gravity. I think it needs more intensity, like more. I don't want him. I can't complain. I want him to all of a sudden be like, now I'm 1,000 miles away, and I wish we were closer.
Yeah. Okay.
10 years turns into 20. I like that start.
Okay.
And then that next line. I don't even want him to contemplate complaining. So a life in the city. What else? What's another way to say I can't complain?
Okay. Life in the city, and the living is good.
Life in the city. On my own.
And I'm
On my own.
still got what I wanted. The 10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted. Got what I wanted. Got what I could. Don't look. I don't know.
It's like, I can't believe you're 1,000 miles away. I can't believe you're 1,000 miles away, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. I want something even sharper than that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I left my everything I love is 1,000 miles away. That's not quite it, but something of those stakes.
a little bit more, yeah, a little bit
You know?
more. This was just a little too lighthearted for it, for what I think,
Let me go. I want to pour some more water.
Yeah,
You take a crack at this.
I actually don't have any more tea bags. So if you've got any
Oh
tea
yeah,
at
you
all,
want
whatever
I got
you got.
some. You want caffeine in it or?
Sure, you got some
I think I do got some
Earl Grey or
English
some
stuff,
English
yeah.
breakfast.
I lied to you about the English, but
Is it Irish?
it's worse. It's
What is?
just like herbal tea.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Put a little honey in it. Also.
Turns into got your phone there. Turns into 20. I see your picture every day. I need you like a something needs an engine. But you're 1,000 miles away. So, yeah, I'll sort
Okay,
of-
no, I think that's rather nice.
something I found engine and 20. I was like, oh, that's look at that fortune. Yeah, you can have your spot back. Like a something needs an engine. Like a. It doesn't have to be a car.
Oh, we're going for okay, I got
It
it.
doesn't have. Yeah, all of a sudden I found the car thing in there again. Engines are fun. Um, 10 years. Turned into 20, yeah. See your picture I need you now. Needs an engine. You're 1,000 miles away. Like a backseat, eyes out the window, playing power line game. I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel, so close, still 1,000 miles away. A 1,000 miles away. Instrumental between the two verses. Second verse. He said, a heavy hand makes a young man strong. I can't wait to break that chain. Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend somewhere 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Another one. Kenny Vaughn over here. I'll go to the bridge. Turns into 20. I see your picture every day. Something like that. I need you now, like something needs an engine. 1,000 miles away. Something about it wanted me to keep going. Wait. 1,000 miles away. There seems to be some things missing.
10 years
from the
since
story,
20. I see your picture every day.
I see your picture on my wall, but I see it every day. Like I have a picture of you on the wall or something. And I need you now for something basic. You know, maybe it is. You know, maybe it's not so serious. It's my Pulp Fiction tribute. It's good. Good coffee. It's good herbal tea.
Oh yeah. It's like the third act.
Yeah.
And they're at the
I don't need you to
house
tell me how good my coffee is. Yeah, it's good herbal tea. Okay, 10 years.
10 years turned into 20. I think we can sign off on that. Seems
Yeah,
like that's okay.
yes. And
I
then
see
the
your
next-
picture every day. I like there's. What about?
let's
Here's another vulnerable moment. I see your picture when I swipe through my phone. Just keeping it a little bit more like how people, like that's how it would be for me. That's how it would be.
right.
For people.
I see your picture every day. I see your picture, but you need the day. You need the 1,000 miles away run.
Oh, okay, got it.
I see your picture. I swipe by your picture every day. You know, I swipe.
Yeah.
I see your picture. I see your picture every day. It seems clunky.
Yeah. It's just like it seems like why you don't
Yeah.
see people's like you
No.
could say like I see your picture on the wall, but it's like that seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
And that also doesn't give us the day rhyme.
I think about you every day. I
I thought about that one.
don't think about you every day. That's not true. Let me see here. I wanna call you every day. I want to. I don't call you every day.
Yeah, he doesn't call him at all.
Yeah.
10 years turn into 20. I think about you.
You had turns. I took it to turned just to see what
Oh
I
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Turns into is fine. Turns. Put it back to turns
Back to turns.
because it sings better.
Yeah,
Turns
it
into.
does. 10 years turns into 20.
10 years turns into 20. The word 20 turns into many. Turns into 10 years turns into many. 10 years turns into 20.
For some reason I like the specific in how it is a multiple of 10 that feels
Yeah.
like kind of.
10 years turns into
Satisfying.
20. I forget what you had there. Sorry.
That's okay.
Turns into 20.
Life in the city and I can't complain.
Yeah,
So-
I really want to get to this.
I want to put him in a place. I want
Yeah,
to put
it's
him
true,
like
yeah.
somewhere that's far away.
Here in the city.
Yeah. Turns into 20.
Here in the city every day. Here in the city.
I think about you.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
thought about like I think about you. Sometimes I think about you when I'm on the train, like riding home on the train. I'm thinking about New York, but it doesn't. I can't think of a way to make that clear that it's like a New York a subway train and not a
Yeah.
Amtrak.
And it's and then. Turns into 20. I see your picture. I think about you. I think about you on the train. Here in the city.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Turns into 20. Got what I wanted. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain. Yeah. 10 years turns into 20. Out on the
Got what I
coast.
wanted and I don't complain. Yeah.
Got what I wanted, and I don't complain. And I can't complain, but what did I have? Like, I don't look back, but I can't help but
Yeah.
wonder. Yeah, it's funny how they say.
Got what I wanted and I don't complain. Don't look back.
say? What
Push that down.
And they say that time brings us closer. But I say, yeah, I don't know. That's not it.
Wait, let's do something here. What is that? That's you're trying to say. I'm trying to say two different things here. Let me just. I'm just go ahead and write this whole other verse. You down there. Turns into 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain. That's all right with you.
Okay.
But isn't there a won't coming up here? And I won't complain. Don't look back. Yeah, that way don't, and so you don't.
Okay.
Don't look back. Thank you, Bob Dylan. Don't look back. I don't look back. I don't look back.
Yeah, I think it's I don't look back, but
Yeah.
the I is inaudible.
I don't look back. 10 years turns 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain. Don't look back. But when I hear that engine,
I'm just gonna say that I don't think anyone's gonna make the connection between
no.
an engine in the third verse and the car reference in the
Yeah,
first.
true. I'm basically trying to get a rhyme for 20 for some reason.
Oh,
Even though
okay.
I've never done that before. Okay, yeah. 10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain. I don't look back. But I
Yeah.
don't look back. But I can't help but wonder.
Or would notice.
Yeah, 10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain.
Okay, wait, ain't it funny how something that the ones you love most end up 1,000 miles away?
Here we go. Okay, that's
starting to
That's
feel
what I'm
like the
trying to
emotional impact.
yeah. Okay,
Let me
thank
just
you.
type it down so I don't forget it. Something. Okay. That the ones.
Ain't it strange?
Ain't it strange? Ain't it strange?
Ain't it strange?
That's instead. Maybe that's instead of I don't look back. I'll just put I don't look back there so we don't forget it. Ain't it strange? That the ones you love most.
End
Most.
up 1,000. So also, when you get what you wanted, but you got what you wanted, but it isn't good for you. You got what you wanted, but it hurts you.
Yeah.
What you got what you wanted, but it messed you up.
And you could say, if we wanted to tweak that a little bit, we could say 10 years turns into 20. I guess I got what I wanted, and I won't complain.
I guess I got what I wanted. I guess because there's this lead-in thing. Try that. I guess I got what I wanted. That way, yeah. Try that. I guess I got what I wanted. And I won't.
10 years turns into 20. I guess I got
Sorry.
10 years turns into 20. I guess I got what I wanted, and I won't complain. But ain't it strange that the sun is sunny, that the ones you love most end up 1,000 miles away?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
What's weird about that, and I don't know if it's bad or not, but it's like it's implying like the ones you love most end up 1,000 miles away. When he's saying like that, what I want to say is like my dad's 1,000 miles away and I miss him.
Yeah.
But what it kind of sounds like it's saying, it's like a little sarcastic or something. It's like, sucks to be you. Isn't that funny how the ones you love most end up 1,000 miles away because he's the one who moved away?
Yeah. I know. How do we make it? It's like, how did it happen? That's That's exactly what I was kind of contemplating. Like, how do we make that?
How do we kind of straighten that out just a little bit? I feel like we're right there.
Turns into 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain. Like, yeah, what are we really trying to say without trying to put it in a verse form? It's like,
I went out on my own. I wanted to get away from my oppressive old man and my stupid small town and find out who I was, and now I have. But now I realize that it's come at a great price, which is the price of the people that will love me unconditionally, and that I will never really know them, and I can't have that time back. Is I think what we're trying to say.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
the actual physical distance is painful now.
Yeah.
As opposed to before, it was like, okay, 10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain.
Ain't it strange? So strange. Maybe I'm just gonna do this for fun. Maybe it won't be right, but
So strange.
how the
So strange when you get the things you wanted. Because you already said got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Never mind. So strange. Move to the city and I won't complain. So strange when you get the things you wanted. And the city could come back in there, but it doesn't have to be. It's an idea.
um, 10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted. I can't complain.
Yeah, I also did, yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean whatever. I'm not doing.
Just the train to come in, that song is now like you've
I told
lifted
you.
a little bit of the soul. Well, you do that. You're more of a soul man than I am when it comes to that stuff. And you're doing that bouncy lyrical.
Oh.
Right, you started right when it was the very top. What's the thing at the very top?
Backseat. Oh, backseat outside the window.
Asima. That when you read it was just old band. It's like Asima. The adding in the intro thing. That's what that is. It's like. Do-do, do-do. Yeah, no, it's nice. I just want to feel more.
10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted and I won't complain. Got what I wanted. And it'd be nice to have like a little more of a picture there.
Yeah.
Like 10 years turns into 20, kind of abstract, so it wants like a specific
Turns into
image. Like
in the
life
city, like I'm in the
yeah.
city. Moved to you had moved to the city and I won't complain. Moved to the city and I won't complain. Now I have the things I wanted and it's not working. And I miss the old times again. I miss.
Yeah, what was that? 10 years turns into 20. I can't complain. I won't complain. What life in the city?
Yeah, you said it's like 3 and
Something
20.
about that. Yeah.
Or move to the city.
Move to the city. 10 years turns into 20. Got what I wanted and I won't complain. Some days.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into a bit of a country thing now, in a way.
Some days. One I love most. Something like maybe like that, you know what I mean? Because he was 1,000 miles away at the beginning.
Okay.
Okay,
10
wait.
years, 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain.
Some days I call you. Maybe it's like he makes an effort. Some days I call you on the phone. Call you and we talk. We talk a little, but at the ones it's still that the ones I love
Yeah,
most. It's,
just
you know what I mean? That
One
feels
little-
like.
There's something that needs to be said there that says a lot more than what we've got. It's true. It's like,
And therein lie the art.
yeah, got what I, but it's like really shortly says, 10 years turn to 20. Got what I wanted, and I won't complain. The ones I love most are still 1,000 miles away. That's tight. That's good.
You like that?
I do.
Okay, I do too. It feels like we're back where we started. It never changed.
Yeah.
years turns into 20. I got my own.
Some days when I need you, right there, but I can't have you. Like I need my dad. I need this role model thing. I need this figure in my life, but I can't because I already made these choices. You know, some days my choices when I truly need you. When I truly need that heavy hand.
What about this? 10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the backseat and a something thing. You know, like now he's the driver, and some days I want to call you on the phone.
Yeah, 10 years turns into 20. Got my kid in the back and I won't complain. Kid in the back, or just kid in the back and I won't complain.
I think it's got my own kid.
Got my own kid in the back. Yeah, I've abducted a child. 10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the back and I won't complain. Now it's truly getting into the territory of what I was saying at first. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna cats and cradle this puppy.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It
Turns
needs to
into
be
20. Got my own kid in the back.
and I won't complain. Some days.
Yeah, that's nothing yet. Those don't go together. Don't look at that.
And I won't complain.
Don't look back. I mean, there's okay. So when we also got like, we kind of like that. So 10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the backseat and went da 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 da. They're the ones that I love most.
Basically, I need your guidance. I need your guidance right now. You
Mhm.
know, everything that song sums up, I need it.
Mm.
Isn't it funny? Like, boom, there we are. I need you, and the kid asked me a question. I don't know how to answer it. I need your guidance. You know, like, but we want to say it in as few words as possible, succinctly as possible. He has your heart. He has your eyes, but he doesn't have your answers. He has your, so, you know, like wisdom, whatever, you know. And the ones I love most are still, the ones I need most, the ones I love most. I need you now.
This is slightly different, but. Okay, this is a little different. Let's try this. Let me run this by you. 10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the back, and I won't complain. Now I know some things never change. You know that once you that made me feel something. 10 years turns into 20. I got my own kid in the back. If it were me, I'd say backseat. Got my own kid in the backseat, and I won't complain.
Put backseat in there.
Got my own kid in the backseat, and I won't complain. I can't complain.
Put that as a new line there, and I won't complain just for the hell of it.
Okay. And I won't complain. Now I know. And now I know. Some things never change. The ones you love most. You get the
now
little.
I know. Now I know.
You know, it doesn't. I mean, like, we'll have to have it underlined then.
I know something. Wait. 10 years. Sing it. Turns into 20. Got my own kid in the backseat, and I won't complain. I know something.
Yeah.
Did you do it again?
Got my own kid in the backseat, and I can't complain. Now I know that some things never change. And the ones you love most are 1,000 miles away.
Can be 1,000, yeah.
It's like the dad's 1,000 miles away, his kid's 1,000 miles away. It's like he understands.
No, I'm way down. I'm just trying to really, I was just trying to tighten it anyway to make it kick ass. But you got it. You
I
got
won't
that.
complain.
That's the
Now
gist
I
of
know.
it.
There was something I didn't. So I like that. I like the now I know and the ones you love most. You get the
The
little
ones you
internal.
love most might be 1,000 miles away, or are 1,000. No, are 1,000.
Yeah, they're all 1,000. They're all. Yeah, it's
Um,
just like There's something longing in it, but inconclusive. What I like about it is that it's like, it's not necessarily like a regret. It's just sort of an inevitability, and it's not to say that they're not close, but it's just that idea that like this kid has got his own world back there, and I was one thing I wanted to change, maybe instead of complain, I like a head full of work. Like, what was his dad thinking, you know? And now he's doing that. If we could get
grumbling, the original grumbling thing that this whole thing started from 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I get in the back, and
if we needed to rhyme with day or way, you know, 10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid.
I
in the
found my
backseat.
way, and I've lost. Oh wait, these rhymes way.
Yeah.
And I'm lost again. My kid in the back, and I'm lost again. Now I know some things never change. No,
You love most. End up 1,000 miles away.
10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the backseat, and I won't complain. Now I know some things never change. One you love most.
Okay, another thing is maybe we could move some things never change up to the won't complain line. Got my own kid in the backseat. It's like.
You're there. You got the idea there. I think just this wording of this is a little bit could be tightened a bit.
10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the backseat, and I won't complain. Got my own kid. I mean, either way, I could beat complain.
And yeah, got my own kid in the backseat, and he's daydreaming. He's daydreaming again.
The power game. I got my own kid in the backseat playing the power line game.
Playing.
Lost in his head, you know, own kid in the backseat.
And he's.
You know, like they're playing this electronic game, not that, you know, but
Yeah, that one complain thing is that's one thing that's like kind of like.
it's a throwaway line. I mean, it's just like a filler line. It doesn't evoke anything.
Kid in the backseat, and he's on his way, and we're on our way, and we're on our way, we're on our way.
I was gonna rhyme
Oh, that's a way. It's the way rhyme again. So I
Mhm.
remember. And it's a brand new day. It's a. Got my own kid in the back seat. On a summer's day, on a something day. I used to say.
What was?
Ooh, that's a nice one. I don't know if I get it like that. And it'll be
Yeah,
okay.
this one is nice because
It'll be okay in Norway.
not this.
Okay.
Nice.
Which one's that?
Diffray. Rhyme brain. This it doesn't work for a word like this, but for a lot of words it does almost rhymes, near rhymes.
Yeah, I think that.
That's nice.
helpful.
But usually it's only like the first few words are helpful.
Yeah.
This one is such a huge rhyme that. Yesterday. Oops.
Oh, yep, you might have something there. Yeah, let's just go for the best.
10 years turns into 20. Got my own seat in the back seat.
Like it's yesterday.
Hmm.
Just-
That's not bad.
It's the easiest like 10 years turns into 20. Got my kid in the backseat like it's yesterday. Now I know some things never change. Ones you love most. Okay. Some things, it's weird. Some things never change now is one that's like, for some reason.
Okay.
It's like we've evoked so many great songs, and now we just pulled like the beefiest one of them all. There's so many great ones, but this is fun. I've never done this in a while where we actually get to talk about other songs while we're doing it. We've referenced so many, and then I can't believe we just dropped yesterday.
Yesterday.
Boom! Gotcha! Take that!
Yeah.
McCartney, you can still be working. Still hanging.
You're still relevant, bud.
Yeah.
It's okay. The middle-aged men are still quoting you.
I want to play the Paul McCartney tribute at the. I want to play Woody. I want to play Woody. I want to play Willie Nelson's 90th birthday party. 10 years turns into 20. Got my own kid in the back like it's yesterday.
Now I know that some things never change, and the ones you love most. Now I know.
If. And now I know. Did I? And now I know. And now we see. Now it.
I think that now I know is nice. I'm gonna. If we're gonna change something, I think some things never change.
Okay.
I'm going to town for the now I know just because
When
I
you
like the
know-
know in most for some reason. It just feels nice to me. I could be,
When you
disinterested
know
that much.
something, when you know some things never change.
Like I was gonna say, and now I know, though I wish I could change it, but the ones you love most live 1,000 miles away.
Or the one now I know, and you never can change, and you can't really change it. No, you can. I'm trying to do the opposite, so just see if that works.
And now I know that you can't really change the thing, the one you love most, 1,000 miles away.
Well, this is interesting because I have to leave pronto to get my daughter to pick her up from school.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's
Oh, it's actually that time.
let's just track this one time all the way through, and then I'll
I
send
say
you.
so. I think we agree on an intro, maybe 4 bars. Like something like that, and then for this bridge part, 2 times through.
Okay.
And
Put this button up here. Oh, I've got it.
and I thank you now for future tweakings of this that might happen.
Yeah, well, and we still got that little verse thing, and you may feel so strongly enough to tweak yourself.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go I'm gonna be asking my daughter about it shortly when I play her this demo.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm taking this demo downtown to Music Row right now, and I'm gonna be going down. I'm gonna have it on the speakers as I drive down the street, So check this out.
Check out your new Kenny Chesney hit. Stop.
You want, yeah, play some guitar. I've had fun with your
Sorry.
solo jams. Oh, I see. Let me do this. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I don't know why.
What? I want one of those. That's
That's a
fancy.
little doodah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those are just
Jeez.
they're cheap too.
Wow.
Can you read this?
Just wear the hat the whole time. Yes, we both have different ways to read it, I'm sure, but I'm just gonna go ahead and record it on my thing. I'm gonna do 4 bars of G. And
Yeah, you do the intro and I'll trickle in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. Just because that was too much, like yeah. 2. Just stay in G. 2, 3, 4. Backseat, eyes out the window, playing the power line game. I see my old man with his hands upon the wheel, so close, still 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. He said a heavy hand makes a young man strong. I say I can't wait to break that chain. Soon as I can, I'll be gone like the weekend, somewhere 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Turns into 20, got my
Let's start at the top of that verse.
10 years, sing it. Turns into 20, got my own kid in the backseat like it's yesterday. Now I know some things never change. Ones you love most live 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles away. Oh, 1,000 miles. Oh, 1,000 miles away. 1,000 miles away. 1,000 miles away. 1,000 miles away.
Man, I think that's a
stumbled
really
on
nice,
this. I stumbled, yeah, man. Well,
really nice little song. Yeah.
thanks for inviting me over. It could definitely need some tweaking, of course, and I just naturally couldn't sing the third verse because I'd practiced it the least.
Yeah.
So-
Well, and it's also it kind of breaks up the
Yeah.
expectation of the. I mean, the rhythm's different than the first 2 verses.
I mean, maybe 10 years turns into 20. bridge is that maybe that's just a halfy. I don't know. I'm gonna take a little fun with it. Will you do me a favor and email me those lyrics?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Wave everyone goodbye.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. This was really fun
Appreciate
for us.
it.
And
Thanks for letting us go down all those diversions. You know?
yeah,
A lot of diversions.
it was an exciting journey.
Yeah.
And we were all in it together.
That was the first time we've ever tried something like that. Enjoy
All
your
right.
day.
Oh, sweet. Thanks a lot, Heather. That's so sweet, my friend Heather. She was here to the end. She heard the song.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Thank you, Heather.
You're
Have
the
a great
best.
day.
Well, yeah, everybody check out Tim Easton at Tim Easton Writer. So what's your Instagram?
Yeah.
What's your handle?
I think it's Tim Easton Songwriter.
Songwriter. Tim Easton Songwriter.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm easy to get hold of.
He's easy to get a hold of. Get a hold of him.